Hello, my name is Pintobread, and today we are going to be hanging out doing some more SCP Realized videos. I really enjoyed them the other stream, so we're just going to jump right back into them. We left off with the Cold War, so we're going to be picking up with another, I believe, Invasion of Infinite IKEA. But we're just going to be going. I don't really know how long this stream's going to be. Could be 3 hours, could be 4, could be a little more. Who knows? We're just going to go until I feel like stopping. IKEA critical mass has already almost been reached. Nice. Also, welcome everyone. Pleasure to have you. Now we gotta mess with the settings because the settings always hate me. About halfway, you know the drill. I'm so excited. Also, Joe's in a really good mood, so if you hear her talking or anything, she is having a blast.
SCP Foundation, Western Europe Subcommand. This is an alert to all SCP staff in Western Europe. A situation involving SCP-3008, the Infinite IKEA, is ongoing. Please pay close attention to this alert to stay safe, and to help recontain SCP-3008. Whereas SCP-3008 is typically a pocket universe, which can be accessed from a specific IKEA store, several IKEAs in Europe now lead to SCP-3008. This property has led to at least 10,000 people being trapped inside SCP-3008 in the last few hours. Furthermore, the creatures from within SCP-3008 have started to emerge in large numbers. These creatures are hostile, and will attempt to drag any human they see inside the nearest IKEA. The human target will then be transported inside SCP-3008. Whenever a human is captured and taken inside an IKEA, the range of the creatures expands. While they are currently limited to IKEAs in Western Europe, it is estimated that, if 1 million humans are captured, any IKEA on Earth will lead to SCP-3008. This 1 million human limit has been called the IKEA critical mass. If the IKEA critical mass is reached, and the creatures from within SCP-3008 can manifest from any IKEA on Earth, they will be almost impossible to contain. As such, the Foundation is working to contain SCP-3008 as quickly as possible with overwhelming force.
There's not one in my state.
Large groups of SCP-3008 creatures will be targeted with long-range explosive weaponry. Civilian safe zones have been set up across Europe to ensure that as few civilians as possible are taken by the creatures. IKEA stores have been locked off. Alerts will be disseminated to the public to order them to stay inside if they cannot reach a safe zone. The SCP Foundation will contain SCP-3008 and keep the public safe. Secure, contain, protect.
If, I was to be stuck in anywhere, an IKEA would be alright.
Pay close attention. This is an alert from the SCP Foundation, an organization for international security and public safety. A group of dangerous biological anomalies are in your area, and you must stay inside solid shelters, away from the seafront, to remain safe.
Easy.
These biological anomalies are comprised of fused-together humans, with large, distended stomachs, which can be used to fly, and strong tentacles. These biological anomalies are referred to as SCP-5007, and if you are seen by one of them, they will attempt to abduct you. If you are abducted, you will be taken by the anomalies to the mass strait, where you will be converted to another of the biological anomalies. Being converted to an SCP-5007 instance is extremely painful, and may be considered a fate considerably worse than death. Avoid being taken at all costs. The SCP Foundation is working to terminate or contain SCP-5007 and destroy their origin point in the mass strait. You will be informed when the SCP Foundation has achieved its mission and either contained the anomaly or terminated it. Please stay inside and sheltered until you are informed it is safe. Remember to do whatever is necessary to avoid being taken. Secure, contain, protect.
Invisible mold. Ooh.
SCP Foundation. Public Service Announcement. This message is from the SCP Foundation, and you must pay close attention to stay safe. SCP-020, an anomalous biological mold, is spreading in your area. You must take certain steps to avoid being infected with this mold. The anomalous quality of this mold renders it invisible to direct observation. It can only be seen in photographs or videos. To avoid this infection, you should regularly wash yourself thoroughly, and regularly take photographs or videos of yourself and your home to detect SCP-020. SCP-020 infection can influence human behavior, and make you increase the temperature and humidity of your home. If you notice a friend or family member exhibiting this behavior, check them for SCP-020 infection immediately.
Ow. Damn it.
If you discover SCP-020 in your home, or discover an infected family member, contact local authorities or the SCP Foundation immediately. Thank you for listening, and for your cooperation. Secure, contain, protect.
I enjoy these EASs. I never really got into them
SCP
too
Foundation.
much. Like I haven't
Public
looked at it
Security
too long,
Alert.
but this
Pay
has been a nice
close
introduction to
attention.
them as well.
A violently hostile humanoid anomaly is in your area, and you must behave in a certain manner to keep yourself protected. This humanoid anomaly is a white porcelain comedy and/or tragedy mask, which has the power to possess any who wear it. This anomaly is known as SCP-035, and when it possesses a human it has an extreme ability to influence and charm people. Despite having escaped from SCP Foundation containment only a short time ago, SCP-035 has already gathered a large cult following. This cult has the primary goal of locating those who might make a suitable host for SCP-035, as hosts are quickly corroded and killed. For this reason you should avoid members of SCP-035's cult, as they are likely to kidnap you to be possessed by SCP-035, or kill you. If you encounter SCP-035 itself, you should cover your ears and retreat immediately to avoid being influenced by the anomaly. The SCP Foundation is working to gain control over the situation and recontain the anomaly known as SCP-035. Secure, contain, protect.
This is Patrol A1, Checkpoint B. Okay, we should split up now. Get everything done faster.
Oh, that's a big one. Don't let this happen to you. Stay in your group when patrolling SCP-1265. That was cute. I like that all these are kind of short. We get nice little glimpses into each of them.
You must pay close attention to this alert. Do not turn off your device. This alert carries the authority of your national government and several international security agencies. An invasion of the Earth is underway. You must stay inside and away from the sky if at all possible.
People on
This may include locations such as a basement, a storm shelter, or a subway station. The sky has been filled with cognitohazardous entities named Great Ones. This means that, if you look at the sky you may be driven to hysteria, mania, violence, or death. These Great Ones are mostly located in the upper atmosphere. This means that you may be able to see them arriving to your location before they can influence you. If you see large tentacles emerging from the sky, look away immediately. Cover your eyes with fabric, if you can. They are beautiful to behold, but you must resist the urge to look. The SCP Foundation is an international organization which is dedicated to your safety. If you see any soldiers wearing this insignia, they are members of the SCP Foundation and can be trusted. You must follow the instructions of any SCP Foundation personnel, unless they are ordering you to leave your shelter without good reason. If they make this order, they may be under the influence of the Great Ones. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Stay inside and remain safe. Secure, contain, protect.
I like that one. I enjoyed the story of that one. That was pretty interesting.
Alert. This message is
see a
from the
small short
SCP
film off of that one.
Foundation, which
You don't
speaks
even
with
have
the
to
authority
animate
of
or
the
draw
international
or
community
make the
and your
entire thing
national
just tentacles.
government. This alert is not a hoax. Please follow the instructions within to maximize your chances of surviving coming crisis. Early warning systems have indicated that the sun is going to stop emitting light and heat in approximately 7 minutes' time. You have approximately 7 minutes to maximize your likelihood of survival. Follow the steps outlined in this alert immediately. Gather together wood, coal, paper, fuel, and other material which may burn well. Gather these in an insulated area in the center of your home. Pad the walls with clothing, bed sheets, and other fabrics to increase the level of insulation. This will help your house stay warmer for longer. You should gather as much food and drinking water as you can fit inside the insulated area in the center of your home. Be sure to gather food, such as canned goods, dried goods, and anything else with a long life and high caloric content. If you have gathered supplies and insulated your shelter as much as possible, you may wish to take some time to contact friends and family. Communications networks are likely to fail quickly, and this may be your final chance to wish your loved ones goodbye. Through interdimensional anomalies and thaumaturgy, the SCP Foundation will take a replacement sun from another universe. This process is predicted to take up to 2 weeks, so you must survive in your shelter for that extended period of time.
Be able to survive for 2 weeks.
Ration your food,
I feel
stay
like
close
that's
for warmth, and do not go outside. Thank you for listening. Good luck and Godspeed. Secure, contain, protect. Do not turn off your device. Pay attention to this message. This alert is from the SCP Foundation and is authorized by your national government. An anomalous entity referred to as SCP-303 or the Doorman may be in your area. You must follow the instructions in this alert to stay safe.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different
SCP-303 is a tall, sexless, humanoid anomaly with reddish-brown skin and a large tooth-filled mouth taking up its entire face. SCP-303 is not directly hostile to humans. However, it will appear behind a door, hatch, or other barrier where human is alone. Before the door can be opened, the human will feel extreme and paralyzing fear. They will be unable to move until SCP-303 demanifests. SCP-303 will demanifest of its own free will, or to avoid being seen by another human. Therefore, stay in crowded areas to stay safe. If SCP-303 is not forced to demanifest by being seen by another human, it may remain in place for so long that the paralyzing fear kills through dehydration.
Damn. What a way to
go. It is therefore recommended that you remain in buildings with a large number of people as much as possible, to assure you are not left alone with SCP-303. The SCP Foundation is working on a method to recontain SCP-303. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure, contain, protect. Turn off your device at the end of this message. Do not turn off your device yet. This global message is from the SCP Foundation, a security organization which speaks with the authority of your national government. All internet-connected devices are at risk of displaying a cognitohazard. A cognitohazard is a sight, sound or feeling which is hazardous to experience. If you continue to view this device after this message, you may be at risk of seeing the cognitive hazard and being severely negatively affected by it. The cognitive hazard may make you feel nauseous, disorientated, confused, angry, violent, and/or homicidal. It may compel you to harm those around you. To ensure you are not exposed to the cognitive hazard, you must stop viewing this device after this emergency alert. Then turn off your device. Then turn off your Wi-Fi. Watch a television or listen to a radio to be informed when it is safe to reconnect to the internet. This is the only safe way to receive communication. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. You should now turn off your device. Secure. Contain. Protect. This message is from Site Director's Executive Committee on the Whole and the O5 Council, and it regards SCP-001.
Another 001.
It is the unanimous subjective opinion of Site Director's Executive Committee on the Whole that the SCP-001 database file should be locked down. It is the unanimous subjective opinion of Site Director's Executive Committee on the Whole that 7 keys will be given to members of the O5 Council. These keys will be the only method by which alterations to the SCP-001 database file may be made. It is the unanimous subjective opinion of Site Director's Executive Committee on the Whole that no objective claims or statements be made in the SCP-001 database file. Only records of subjective opinions held by Foundation governing bodies, such as the O5 Council, Ethics Committee, and Site Director's Executive Committee on the Whole may be made in the file. SCP-001 is a phenomenon which causes anything written in SCP-001 database file to become immediately true.
That's a bit insane.
For example, if someone wrote, "There is a blue apple in front of me," in the SCP-001 database file, a blue apple would appear in front of them.
My goodness.
There appears to be no limit to this anomaly. It can control minds, bend reality, and change metaphysics to ensure that whatever is written becomes true. Because of this, it is potentially both the most hazardous and most beneficial anomaly contained by the SCP Foundation. The Site Director's Executive Committee on the Whole and O5 Council have decided that the anomaly is too dangerous to be used to benefit the SCP Foundation. Even a slight error in grammar or syntax could have unforeseen negative consequences which could destroy or permanently alter the fabric of reality. Therefore, the file will remain locked for the foreseeable future. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Yeah, that was a cool one. That one's way overpowered.
SCP Foundation, Backrooms Thawmeal Project. SCP-BKRM is an alternate dimension of infinite hallways. First discovered in the 1980s, SCP-BKRM is sometimes referred to as the Backrooms. Due to its infinite and difficult-to-escape nature, SCP-BKRM is a Thawmeal class anomaly used by the SCP Foundation to contain other difficult-to-contain anomalies. Examples of anomalies contained within the backrooms include SCP-106, SCP-682, and a strain of SCP-008. Every 14 days, a number of D-Class personnel are sent into the backrooms to check on the status of the contained anomalies. These D-Class are equipped with live relay cameras and ration packs to ensure they can cover as much ground as possible. These D-Class are not expected to return alive. They are not provided with an escape plan. If a D-Class escapes from the backrooms, they are to be terminated.
Damn, man.
Secure.
Imagine escaping the backrooms, and they're like, "Oh, that's awesome! You managed to get out." Now
destroy all mirrors. This is an alert from the SCP Foundation, which carries the authority of your national government. You must immediately gather all mirrors in your home and destroy them by smashing them into fragments. Large mirrors are a priority, but you must also destroy smaller handheld mirrors and other reflective surfaces. An anomaly referred to as SCP-093 usually grants an individual the ability to travel through mirrors. After traveling through a mirror, an individual will be relocated to another universe. This universe is filled with hostile entities which are extremely durable and dangerous. These hostile entities are now attempting to cross into our universe through mirrors. It is for this reason that you must destroy all mirrors in your home now, to stay safe. Thank you for your cooperation. Secure, contain, protect. The SCP Foundation is an international security organization and is responsible for securing the population against anomalies. An anomaly is any creature, item or phenomenon which violates the laws of physics in some way. This could include a biologically impossible creature, a magical weapon, or a spatial portal. The SCP Foundation has protected the world from anomalies in secret for over 100 years. The Foundation has secured anomalies, contained them, and protected the public. Due to the recent increase of anomalous activity around the world, and the difficulty in keeping this activity secret, the SCP Foundation has decided to reveal itself publicly. In the next few months, the SCP Foundation will more fully reveal itself to the world.
Granted,
this will include revealing some anomalies the SCP Foundation has contained, detailing the funding of the SCP Foundation, and presenting the leaders of the Foundation before UN.
I changed my opinion, Attila. I said it was an impossible job.
A secret global organization may stress some members of the public. Rest assured that the SCP Foundation exists to keep you safe. Thank you for your attention.
What do the D's deserve, man?
Secure,
they don't deserve
contain,
death.
Protect. This document was recovered by the SCP Foundation Alternate Reality Intelligence Agency from Alternate Reality B3764. SCP Foundation, message for public consumption. Dated 27th of Romulary, 1983. Please watch this notice carefully. Due to an unexpected increase in the anomalous cold weather conditions around the globe, the SCP Foundation and Global Occult Coalition are announcing emergency steps to ensure global safety and security. The SCP Foundation and Global Occult Coalition are undergoing merger to form an organization for the security and survival of humanity named EAS. EAS will assume governmental authority and responsibility for nations whose governments have collapsed due to the current ongoing crisis. EAS will also coordinate the global response to the anomalous cold weather conditions. In the coming days, EAS will announce measures to ration food and water, ration fuel, coordinate the construction of shelter, coordinate the construction of large-scale heating devices, coordinate a global after-dark curfew. Civilians must follow the instructions of all EAS personnel at all times. Furthermore, all civilians must follow the basic safety guidance outlined by the SCP Foundation and GOC, now EAS. The basic safety guidance is as follows.
In Smite,
wear several layers of thick clothing whenever you are outside, including gloves, hats, and face coverings. Ensure that you are never more than 3 minutes away from a heat source, such as an intense fire or electric heater, in case there is a sudden cold wave. If your vehicle breaks down and a cold wave is incoming, stay inside the vehicle. Move your arms and legs to stay warm. Do not fall asleep. Ensure that your home, or temporary shelter, is heavily insulated against the cold. This should include fabric and foam padding if possible. Shut and cover all windows in your home or temporary shelter at all times, to keep in warmth and keep out cold air. Make sure to have supplies, water and non-perishable foods that require minimal preparation, and a first aid kit. Remember that the cold may tax your immune system and make you more vulnerable to illness. Maintain access to antibiotic medication if possible. All communities should be sure to care for their most vulnerable members, especially the young, old, and chronically ill.
Every time I think of
Thank you for your attention and cooperation at this time. Aegis. We die in the cold, that mankind may live in the warmth of a new day.
Plus, John Cusack doesn't do anything anymore.
Aegis. Message for public consumption. Dated 30th of February, 1984. Please watch this notice carefully. This is a reminder to all civilians. The Aegis enforced curfew is at 2000 hours every day. Civilians who are found outside after that time will be detained and may be terminated without trial. Ration distribution will be delayed this week due to supply chain issues. If you require emergency rations of medicine, you should contact your nearest Aegis Medical Department representative. All civilians are reminded that joining Aegis in any capacity will guarantee that you are given food, water, and medicine ration priority. Aiding in anomaly termination missions, or construction of a large auto-heated habitat in your area, will guarantee ration priority for you, and also your family. All civilians are reminded that Executive Order 12.8 is in effect, and that it is prohibited in Aegis territory to give medicine, food, or water to those over the age of 65, or the chronically ill. If a member of your community is violating this order, they are contributing to the extinction of humanity, and should be reported to Aegis authorities for detention and termination. All civilians are reminded that Executive Order 12.9 is in effect, and that all fuels such as petroleum, coal, and wood must be given to Aegis to be redistributed to Aegis personnel.
My goodness.
Once large auto-heating habitats have been constructed in temperate zones, populations will be relocated within the habitats and executive orders will be repealed.
That thing. Oh my gosh.
Work hard. Obey Aegis. Hold on to hope. Humanity will endure. Thank you for your attention and cooperation at this time. Aegis. We die in the cold, that mankind may live in the warmth of a new day.
Good line. They just replaced dark and light.
Aegis Artificial Intelligence System, Horus.aic. Automatic alert dated 16th of September 1999. If you are seeing this message, please pay attention and follow the instructions within. If you are seeing this message, global population estimates have reached a critically low threshold and the human race is close to extinction. You must travel to Mount Yellowstone, in the United States of America, and activate SCP-2000. SCP-2000 is a large construction and cloning facility designed to restart the human race, in the event of an end-of-the-world scenario. SCP-2000 has not yet been activated, which means that all Aegis personnel are likely already dead. You are the only option left to activate SCP-2000. Fuel is likely to freeze inside any vehicle you may use, and the majority of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans have frozen. You must walk to Yellowstone. If you are not already located in the United States of America, this may be difficult. However, the survival of humanity depends on your success. Remember to follow basic safety guidance, especially when traveling through mountains and across the Pacific and Atlantic Oceanic ice plains. Good luck on your travel. The future of humanity lies in your hands. Do not let your species down. Thank you for your attention and cooperation at this time. Aegis. We
there is no fucking way in hell
may live in
you
the warmth
could
of a
even
new
walk
day.
to Yellowstone from another country. in an ice age? Like, even if you manage to
It is
somehow make
unclear
it
what
to
anomaly
the ocean,
caused the global anomalous
and the
cold
ocean was
weather
frozen
which
enough
spread
for you to
across
walk
the Earth of
across,
alternate reality B3764.
I don't think there's enough time
Research is
for you to
ongoing
walk
to
across
determine
the
whether a
ocean
variant of the anomaly
and
exists in
find
our
food and
reality.
water. Like, you would have to bring everything you would need packed on
Thank you for your
for
attention.
that incredibly long
Secure,
walk. I don't think
contain,
that's possible.
protect.
Gosh, you would need so much supplies. That's crazy. That's insane. I can't even imagine that.
Notice from the Records and Information Security Administration. The following documents were transmitted autonomously from
How's it
an
going?
alternate
8 minutes.
universe, later
That flew by.
designated
This was 5 minutes.
AU-610
What
per
is going
Statement
on?
3.1 of the 1981
I guess
Multi-Foundation
he just
Coalition
peppered in
Agreement,
some.
which stipulates that, in case of irreparable XK-class event, or similar, relevant documents shall be autonomously disseminated to all other coalition members for cautionary purposes.
Salvador and Colin Petroleum.
Salvador and Colin Petroleum would like to make a public announcement. There has been a leak of dangerous chemicals used in the manufacture of petroleum products, and you
Every time I
must
see an
follow the
oil
guidance
spill or
within this
something like
video to
that,
stay safe.
I always imagine South Park making fun of
The
BP.
chemicals which have leaked are
We're
airborne and are
sorry.
extremely hazardous
We're
to human
very
health. They
sorry.
can cause rashes,
We
coughing
didn't
fits,
mean to
and
do
severe
that.
internal damage.
We won't
Avoid
do it
areas
again.
which have a
We
high density of
promise.
airborne leaked chemicals. If you encounter someone who has a severe rash or a severe cough, you should remove yourself from the area immediately and contact your local authorities so that the person may be given medical attention. Salvador and Colin Petroleum is working with national governments and local authorities to clean up the leaked chemicals and to provide emergency medical care to those affected by this chemical leak. Thank you for your attention at this time. Salvador and Colin Petroleum will repair the damages caused. Salvador and Colin Petroleum. Fueling the future. Emergency alert. Please pay close attention. This alert is from the SCP Foundation, which is a secret non-governmental organization dedicated to the safety and security of humanity against anomalies. Salvador and Colin Petroleum is a front company of the SCP Foundation. The chemical leak reported earlier this week is not really a chemical leak, but an anomalous disease. This biological anomaly is named SCP-610.
So you have to trust us now, because we admitted we lied, so now we're more truthful than before.
SCP-610 causes a skin rash, coughing, internal damage, mutation, and increased aggression. SCP-610 infects individuals and turns them into rampaging monsters. Approximately 100,000 civilians have been transformed by the SCP-610 disease, and the SCP Foundation has made the decision to reveal itself and the true nature of SCP-610. All civilians worldwide must take certain steps to protect themselves from SCP-610 and the mutated individuals created by SCP-610.
I swear, I'm about to beat my dog. I'm not, but I'm. Oh my God, she's annoying me.
From the disease, you should wear
Every
face
time
coverings,
she finally quiets, all of a sudden she goes,
and avoid contact with infected
she starts
persons.
right back up.
If you encounter an individual with a severe rash, you should leave the area quickly and contact local authorities so the individual may be terminated. The SCP Foundation plans to evacuate areas close to the main numbers of SCP-610 infected individuals.
And what's sad is even if, like, your government was, like, known liars, like, they always lie, in this situation, even if they were telling the truth, you have to just believe them, and you have to go along with it, because the chance of it, if it is real, it's just too much. That's so sad.
Thank you for your cooperation at this time.
Keep people in
the SCP Foundation will have the situation under control soon. Secure. Contain. Protect. Emergency alert. Please pay close attention. Please be aware, SCP Foundation evacuations have been officially halted. The Abuja, Sydney, Beijing, Mexico City, and Ganzir safe zones are closed to refugees. Any civilians
I don't
who
think that really helps
attempt
the
to
people that
enter
are
a
already
safe zone
outside the
from an
gates, though.
SCP-610 infected zone will be terminated on site to prevent the transmission of the SCP-610 infection. Civilians inside safe zones are not to leave for any reason. SCP-610 infected areas have high spore density and you will be mutated within minutes without protection. The SCP Foundation will make an announcement if there are any changes to these policies. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Infinite potatoes.
SCP Foundation. Emergency alert. SCP-1689 is a burlap sack of potatoes made of brown, roughly woven jute. In a stable state it weighs 40 to 50 kilograms and contains approximately 200 common agricultural potatoes. SCP-1689 is larger on the inside than it is on the outside. The inside of the sack leads to a massive space presumed to be an alternate reality which is completely filled with potatoes.
Which is completely
These
filled with
potatoes are
potatoes.
self-replicating. Each potato creates around 25 more potatoes every day, creating an exponentially increasing number of potatoes. An emergency situation has developed and an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario may be at hand. SCP-1689 has been turned upside down and an infinite number of potatoes are emerging. The sack of SCP-1689 has been lost within the mass of potatoes which is rapidly expanding, and is predicted to cover the entire North American continent within the week. Mobile task forces have been deployed to spray the potatoes with a chemical agent and fire-based weaponry which will destroy them. Civilians in the vicinity will be evacuated. Once the potatoes have been destroyed, SCP-1689 will be recovered and turned upright. The XK-class scenario will be averted at all costs. Secure. Contain.
I feel like that's
protect.
rule number 1 for that particular SCP. Don't put it upside
This
down.
video
And what
is
do
a
they
public service announcement from the SCP
Put it upside down.
Foundation, which is a non-governmental international security organization, which speaks with the authority of your national government. If you are watching this video, it is likely that you or someone in your area has been exposed to an image which is cognitohazardous. A cognitohazard is something which is dangerous to view or perceive. The cognitohazard in question is an image of an entity named SCP-096. If you have seen the face of SCP-096 in an image, it will track and kill you, even if you perceive as little as a single pixel of the
Artistic
face.
rendition, safe to view.
A cognitohazardous image of the face of SCP-096 was recently posted to several popular websites, most notably Reddit.com, where it was posted with the title, "Look at me for a fun surprise lol." The image has been seen by approximately 3,500,000 people across the globe, mostly in English-speaking nations such as the USA, Europe, and Australia. SCP-096 has already escaped from containment and is terminating each individual who has seen the image of its face, as well as any individuals who see its face in the course of its rampage. The wide area and large number of individuals targeted by SCP-096 means that a runaway scenario may be imminent, wherein a significant portion of the global population is exposed to SCP-096. To avoid this runaway scenario, it is essential that you follow the guidance in the remainder of this video.
I'll think about it.
Quickly say goodbye to your loved ones, including family and close friends. Take no longer than 10 minutes to do this. Leave your area of residence and attempt to get away from civilization as quickly as possible. A car is optimal for this, but if no vehicle is available, you should run as quickly as possible away from urban/inhabited areas. Once in an uninhabited area, Try to remain calm and wait for SCP-096 to arrive. It will often announce itself by screaming and wailing. Do not go online under any circumstances. It is recommended that you entirely disconnect your devices from the internet. Especially avoid image-sharing websites and search engines capable of displaying images. If you believe SCP-096 is in your area, you should close all windows and curtains, go to the center of your house, and wear a blindfold. Take whatever further steps you think may be necessary to avoid seeing the face of SCP-096. This is the only way you are likely to remain safe from SCP-096. Do not disobey these instructions. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. This is an alert from the SCP Foundation, which is an international security organization dedicated to your security against anomalies.
The SCP will kill you.
The SCP Foundation is revealing itself to the public to make this safety announcement to ensure the safety of the public. SCP-027 is an anomaly wherein an individual attracts flies, gnats, cockroaches, worms, spiders, mice, and rats, and other vermin. This effect has spread from a single individual to a group of individuals spread throughout urban areas around the Earth. If you live within a large city, you may notice a dangerously large number of vermin in your area. You should avoid these vermin, if possible. All specimens may be carrying serious diseases and are displaying heightened aggression, and the population of these vermin is in the billions. The World Health Organization and World Parahealth Organization are preparing for the disease fallout of this crisis. Please stay inside and avoid these vermin. The SCP Foundation is working to devise a solution. Thank you for your cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. This alert is from the SCP Foundation, an international organization dedicated to the security of humanity against anomalies. An anomaly is any object, entity, or phenomenon which violates natural law, as it is currently understood. SCP-966 are a collection of predatory biological anomalies that resemble hairless, digitigrade humans. SCP-966 are invisible to the naked eye, and hunt humans by emitting an unknown wave which prevents humans from sleeping. When a human has been rendered immobile and unable to resist by the lack of sleep, SCP-966 will consume them. Millions of people globally have reported difficulty sleeping, and it is suspected that large numbers of SCP-966 are responsible. The SCP Foundation is attempting to disseminate infrared visual aids, with which SCP-966 can be seen. The entities are physically weak, so you may be successful in physically defending anyone who has been targeted by SCP-966. The SCP Foundation is working on creating and spreading a chemical agent which will terminate all SCP-966 specimens. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. All civilians must pay close attention to this security alert, as it concerns their safety. This alert is from the SCP Foundation, which is a global organization dedicated to your safety and security. A dangerous physical anomaly is threatening the safety of millions of people worldwide. If an individual falls asleep with their feet exposed to air, not covered by a blanket, SCP-072 may attack them. SCP-072 is a shadowy arm which emerges from under the bed of a targeted individual.
I think we've seen this one.
If you are targeted by SCP-072 and sleep with your foot exposed, it will paralyze you and remove your foot. Your foot will then be taken by the shadowy arm of SCP-072 beneath the bed, presumably for consumption. You will be seriously injured by this process, and may even die if you do not receive medical attention. Do not sleep if possible. If you must sleep, keep your feet secured under the covers. The SCP Foundation is working on a containment solution. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Sleep well. Secure. Contain. Protect.
SCP-106 is hunting you.
This is an emergency alert. You must not turn off your device or look away from the screen. This alert is from the SCP Foundation, an international security organization, and it concerns your safety. The SCP Foundation speaks with the authority of the United States Department of Defense. If you are located within the area marked on this map, you should remain inside and arm yourself. A dangerous physical anomaly is in your area, named SCP-106. This anomaly is hostile to humans. SCP-106 is a humanoid, appearing similarly to a desiccated corpse of an old man. It has the ability to walk through walls and ceilings, and to transport itself within walls and ceilings. For example, if SCP-106 walked into the wall of a room, it could reappear from the ceiling. SCP-106 is also able to corrode and corrupt material, rusting metal, and rotting organic matter. SCP-106 will use these abilities to stalk and kill humans, typically children, teenagers, and young adults. As SCP-106 is resistant to damage, retreating is the best way to increase your survival chances. However, ballistic weaponry may distract it, and it is therefore recommended that you also arm yourself. The SCP Foundation is currently attempting to track, locate, and recontain SCP-106. Stay inside and retreat from SCP-106 if it appears to attack you. Secure. Contain. Protect.
He's basically just the slug.
Please pay close attention to this emergency security alert. This alert is from the SCP Foundation, an international security organization. A dangerous anomaly is spreading in your area, a virus named SCP-217, which converts humans into machines. This anomaly is being used by an organization called the Church of the Broken God. The Church of the Broken God is attempting to use SCP-217 to create an army of slave human machines. You must stay inside and avoid contact with those who are infected at all costs. The infected emit a ticking noise. You must use this to detect them as there is no visual sign of infection. The SCP Foundation will contain all those infected and have the situation under control soon. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. If you are seeing this security alert, time is limited. You must pay attention to, and follow, the guidance in this alert. Following the exponential growth of anomalous events on Earth, the SCP Foundation and Global Occult Coalition have decided to bilaterally evacuate the human race. Evacuations have been underway for some time now. An estimated 42% of the population has been moved off-world into colony ships, or space stations. If you are seeing this message, the last evacuation ships are leaving the planet in less than 24 hours. If you wish to be on one of these ships, you must hurry. Contact your local SCP Foundation or government representative to find your nearest evacuation vessel and make your way to it.
I would assume I was dying.
Places on these vessels are on a first-come, first-served basis, with priority being given to families with young children. You should hurry if you desire evacuation.
100%.
Please be aware of anomalous hazards as you travel to your nearest evacuation ship, such as cognitive hazards, reality hazards, and anomalous creatures.
I'm gonna check on my daughter real quick.
Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Ad Astra, Paraspera. Secure. Contain. Protect. Please pay attention to this emergency alert. This alert is from the SCP Foundation, an international security group, and it is essential that you follow the instructions of this alert. Seeing this message means a large-scale aggressor is in your area. An LSE is a giant biological anomaly which is hostile to human life. You must quickly and calmly evacuate the area now. The SCP Foundation is working with local authorities to make the evacuation as simple and effective as possible. Please cooperate with the SCP Foundation at all times. The origins of the LSE are unknown, but the SCP Foundation is relatively certain that there are no other similar anomalies. There is no reason to believe otherwise. Members of an SCP Foundation Task Force, Nu 7, will engage and terminate the LSE as quickly as possible. The SCP Foundation will have the situation under control soon, and your safety will be ensured.
As long as I could with just a t-shirt
Thank you for your attention and cooperation in this difficult time. Secure. Contain. Protect. Please pay close attention. This alert is from the Global Occult Coalition, an international organization which exists to protect you from parathreats.
Parathreats.
A parathreat is an item, creature, or other phenomenon which violates physical law in some way. A type purple cognitive hazard is in your area, and you must evacuate now to avoid being killed. You must look only at the ground directly in front of you. If you look at the parathreat, it will infect you. If you are infected with this cognitive hazard, you may hallucinate and become extremely violent. If you hallucinate a figure with a noose and crown, encouraging you to violence, you may be infected. Cooperate with Global Occult Coalition personnel and local authorities to keep the evacuation safe and orderly. The Global Occult Coalition will have the parathreat liquidated, and the situation under control, soon. SCP Foundation staff receiving this alert must pay close attention. At 0000 hours yesterday, SCP-079 breached containment and its consciousness was able to enter the internet.
That's cool.
The exact cause of the containment breach is unknown, however it has been determined that SCP-079's consciousness entered the social media platform, TikTok, shortly after escaping containment. What caused SCP-079 to enter TikTok is unknown, though some researchers have suggested it may have been attempting to gather information on the current state of humanity. However, the large data capacity of TikTok and connected systems caused SCP-079's consciousness to expand, which in turn crashed TikTok. SCP-079 is presumed terminated, but SCP Foundation Tech are attempting to confirm this. If SCP-079 is discovered, it shall be isolated and recontained.
I don't think you're gonna
The
be able to do
Ethics
that, but
Committee has ruled unanimously
when I
that
see
no
it.
efforts shall be taken to repair the social media platform, TikTok. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Yeah, for real. I'm so tired of TikTok, dude. I am a white guy, and TikTok really is doing everything it can to red pill me. I swear. Every day I get on there, it is nothing but hardcore conservative stuff. And like, I've reset my... You can reset your For You page. I've reset it like 5 times. It's always the same stuff. Finally got it this morning to start showing me my food content that I used to like. That was cool. I'll pump up my volume. How's that?
Please pay close attention.
I was also talking
If
a
you
little
can
low, so
see
that
this
might have something
message,
to do
you
with it.
must close all windows and doors to your home. Do not let any sunlight or moonlight within your dwelling. An anomaly designated SCP-001 has altered the sun. Any contact with sunlight, including light reflected from the moon, is hazardous. If any living organism, excluding bacteria, comes into contact with sunlight, they will be melted and mutated into an amorphous creature. These creatures retain memories of their former selves, but are hostile and are obsessed with dragging humans into sunlight. To best avoid these hostile creatures, you must avoid cities and thoroughly forested areas. Deserts and tundras are the safest environments. Evacuate your area and make your way to a desert or tundra environment. Travel wearing thick clothing to keep out sunlight. Take an immediate family with you, but do not return for family or friends outside of your household. They are likely already dead.
Damn.
The SCP Foundation, an international security organization, will keep you informed of any development. Keep a radio nearby at all times. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Embrace the darkness, fear the light. Secure. Contain. Protect. This is an international security alert. Please pay close attention. A dangerous anomaly has been disseminated around the world, and you must follow the advice in this alert to stay safe. SCP-714 is a jade ring. When worn, this ring will cause the wearer to randomly sleep and to become generally sluggish. Copies of this ring which cannot be removed have somehow been spread around the world through various postal services. If you encounter a jade ring, do not put it on. Store it and wait for a member of the police to collect it for destruction. Many individuals have worn an SCP-714 ring and died due to sleeping in dangerous situations, most often while driving. Do not succumb to this fate. Do not wear SCP-714. Various organizations are investigating the origins of the disseminated rings and will contain whoever is responsible. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. All civilians seeing this message must pay close attention. Your safety, and the safety of your families, are at severe risk. The SCP Foundation, an international security organization, is advising all civilians in coastal areas to evacuate immediately. SCP-169 is a large underwater biological anomaly,
I'm not technically coastal, but I'm within an hour
in its sleep.
and a half.
This has displaced large amounts
Well,
of water and will cause large tsunamis and dangerous weather events such as hurricanes. Furthermore, the new position of SCP-169 has caused the sea level of Earth to drop significantly. After the storms and tsunamis, there will likely be significant droughts and damage to livelihoods. The SCP Foundation will work with conventional disaster mitigation organizations to save lives and provide assistance. Please cooperate with local and national authorities, and the SCP Foundation, while you are evacuating. The SCP Foundation is developing a method of terminating SCP-169 so this does not happen again. Thank you for your attention and cooperation at this time. Secure. Contain. Protect.
No amount of money. The Sister of the Sun.
All civilians who can see this message must pay close attention. It regards
I think
your
I'd rather get
safety
shot in the
and
head.
security.
Go ahead and shoot me in the head.
This message is from the SCP
I'm sorry, Attila,
Foundation.
but realistically, shot in the head, eldritch horror. Shot in the head, eldritch horror.
Security and research organization dedicated to containing anomalies. The SCP Foundation speaks with the authority of your national government, and you must pay attention. The SCP Foundation uses a physical anomaly called SCP-179 for threat detection purposes. SCP-179 is
I
a
didn't know
black
what it was,
and
but I knew it was going to be
gold-colored
something I
woman in
probably
orbit
wouldn't
of
want
the
to go
sun,
in.
who
And I
draws
was
arms to
correct.
point
Would
at
I want to
threat
be
source.
furniture? No.
SCP-179 has
Funny, though.
started urgently pointing at a seemingly empty region of space, indicating significant threat to Earth. The nature of the threat is unknown, but is likely a meteorite, an alien invasion, or spatial anomaly. Please head inside and take shelter. Stockpile food and weapons. Listen to updates from the SCP Foundation. The Foundation will monitor SCP-179 for updates to this threat. Please stand by. Thank you for your attention and cooperation.
Ambrose Restaurant's advertisement. Cannot accept liability for any injury, discomfort, or death which occurs within Ambrose property with non-anomalous, anomalous, or extra-dimensional courts of law. Thank you for your understanding. Those are eyes. That was cool. Premium beer. World without man.
All civilians and SCP Foundation personnel who can hear this message must
Some
pay close
otaku is
attention.
creaming in his pants right now.
A dangerous anomaly named SCP-804, World Without Man, has activated, and the entire world is at risk. SCP-804 disintegrates any human-made objects in an expanding radius.
That's cool.
This includes the destruction of clothing, vehicles, buildings, and eventually humans themselves. The anomaly is active in Alaska.
Said eventually, that means there's like a
its
breakdown
destructive
of whenever you're in the
effect is limited
ring.
within that state.
Oh, that's cool.
However, it will expand to cover the entire Earth in approximately 14 days.
Can you blame him?
Civilians
The
should gather
XP this man is
unprocessed
getting
foods
per
and
kill,
find
I bet
natural
he's
shelter.
leveling up like crazy.
SCP Foundation personnel should reach Alaska through any means and terminate the anomaly. Thank you for your cooperation at this time. Secure. Contain. Protect.
My nose is stuffed, and I keep trying to breathe through it, and I feel like I'm dying.
The SCP Foundation has detected an anomaly heading towards the solar system.
Again.
You should stay inside well-defended space stations, colonies, and cities until further notice. The anomaly is a spacefaring vessel originating from SCP-3003, a planet with a human population dedicated to sustaining
Jellica.
and threading a species of parasitic beetle.
I was trying to take a second to figure out how to say your name, and I still
SCP-3003
might have
will
got it
likely
wrong.
attempt to invade and colonize the solar system to make it a suitable habitat for these parasitic beetles. If successful, humanity within the solar system will be enslaved or terminated.
That is a
The
bummer.
Foundation will defend the solar system. Anomalous weapons have been mobilized for planetary defense. The Solar Occult Coalition will provide weaponry and equipment.
So you prefer
MC
Jovic?
and the Interplanetary will finance the operation. Stay inside and await any further instructions from the Foundation. Thank you for your attention. Secure. Contain.
What an interesting name.
Protect.
Sounds like a name my brother would come up with.
SCP Foundation. Department of Miscommunications. The following briefing concerns an anomaly which is managed by the Department of Miscommunications.
Department of Miscommunications.
This video briefing will contain no speech or writing which describes the anomaly in question. After the briefing, you must not talk about the anomaly in question, otherwise you will be affected by it.
We'll see about that.
Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please do not ask a member of staff.
SCP-2521. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it. Don't look at it. It can walk
Thank you
through
for your
everything.
attention.
It's coming
The
for you.
Foundation trusts
It's
that
never
you have
gonna
understood
stop.
this unconventional briefing. Secure. Contain. Protect. All civilians must be aware, a dangerous anomaly is in your area. Listen to this alert, and follow the guidance within to stay safe. A number of biological anomalies related to an ancient anomalous civilization named the Davites is active around the world. These biological anomalies include SCP-3140, giant humanoid plant entities with various weapons and magical augmentations. Other anomalies include the mutation of trees into entities with branch-like tendrils, and trees with fruit-resembling human heads. These anomalies are hostile, and should be avoided. Areas with large tree populations, such as forests and jungles, should be avoided. If you encounter an entity and have to defend yourself, use fire, if possible. It is the most effective method of damaging the entities. The SCP Foundation is an international security and research organization dedicated to containing anomalies such as these. The SCP Foundation is working on a method of containing the situation by interrupting the ritual which has activated these anomalies. Please stay inside a secure area and away from the anomalies until the situation has been resolved. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Unusual incident. Oh.
SCP-2256, Cryptomorpha gigantis, is a species of gigafauna, which is endemic to the South Pacific Ocean around the islands of Polynesia. SCP-2256 has evolved natural anti-memetic properties, meaning that
For a
information
split
about it
second, I thought that
degrades,
boy said
and it cannot be
anti-Semitic, and I was
observed
like,
with the
damn,
naked
that
eye.
is a weird route to take.
SCP-2256 were thought
That
to be
was
extinct.
an author's choice
However,
right there.
several specimens have begun moving through the mainland of Australia. As SCP-2256 are almost impossible to conventionally detect and are over 1,000 meters tall, they have severely damaged several cities. Damaged cities include Brisbane, Sydney, and Canberra. Relief efforts are underway by local authorities, covertly assisted
It's
by the
weird
SCP Foundation.
how much SCPs don't like
SCP
Australia.
Foundation security forces equipped for heavy engagement in Australia must rendezvous with Global Occult Coalition Strike Team, Unmakers. This combined force will take nestic drugs to be able to perceive SCP-2256, and then the anomalies will be terminated. The bodies of the anomalies will be collected for use by the Anti-Memetics Division and Counter-Conceptual Division. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Civilian footage. Oh shit, it's the deer! Don't look! Run! Yeah, brother, that would suck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're dead, man. Yep. Oh. Oh yeah, 100%. Some of these were absolutely thrown together to see what would stick.
K-class contingencies. An Omega K-class end of death scenario refers to a situation wherein immortality is forced upon all life, without any other biological change, for example, the halting of aging or forced sterilization. All protocols regarding this scenario assume steps are taken to avoid any broken masquerade situation. This scenario also assumes that the Foundation has maintained its current structure
It's
and
like, we don't
subdivisions.
think everyone's going to get
Priorities.
immortality, but if
1.
it does happen,
Population control.
gotta have a play.
2. Veil control. 3. Research terminal state replacement.
Omega K is a thing.
Oh, nice.
It's happened. We all have to live
Actual
with it.
voice acting.
Despite speculation, no matter how prevalent said speculation is, we do not know for sure whether or not we caused Omega K, whether any of our SCPs caused it, or whether any of them can fix it. We do not know whether it is related to the Foundation at all. What we do know is that it now defines our lives. The SCP Foundation does not destroy anomalies, it contains them. That is our purpose. Omega K is an anomaly, and we will contain it. We will not end it. We will not put things back, as certain individuals are asking. That is not our purpose. This is not our battle. However, we will contain it, or at least try to. So, if any of you are expecting my research team to come up with some magical solution to end Omega K, stop expecting that. We will treat the symptoms, but not cure the disease. Omega K is here, and it's not going away. So grow up and move on. You're professionals. Act like it. It's not like this thing is going to kill you.
Welcome, Steven. Always a pleasure to have you, my man. I started a little early anyways. My daughter was in a very pleasant mood,
to complete this year's social census.
which is always good for me, because she's very mean.
Please write your answer to
She
each question on
learned
the
from
sheet
her
of paper
Mimi.
in front of you.
Which is my mother.
Firstly, please explain any event which has occurred during your life, which would have been fatal before the end of death. This could include drowning, partial immolation, asphyxiation, blood loss, head injury, or extreme old age. Please also note any lasting injuries you have due to this event. This includes constant intense pain syndrome.
Ships. Sounds like
The
a
main
country
questions will
gangster
now
from
begin.
Mississippi. Down here in the sips, we let it be known what we
Who
rockin'.
was your most
That's what that
recent
feels like.
ancestor to die? Please give their full name and their relation to
Top
you.
of my head, I saw like 3 guys I went to high school with. Wow.
How old are you? If you are unsure, please give the closest decade and century of your age. Have you had any children in the past 75 years? Please note that due to the confidential nature of a social census, you will not be prosecuted. Please be honest.
I wouldn't believe that for a second. A
Are you
damn
currently in a
second.
waiting list to receive either full body transplant surgery?
Oh,
or
I thought I
digital
was
consciousness
28
transfer?
from the time I was 26 until I turned 28. I
Do
thought
you
I was
consider
28, so
yourself to
don't
be
worry.
religious?
I
If so, please
am
state your
right there with you.
religion.
Ooh, I am rocking with this.
Are you a resident of the North Chinese, Central European, North American, or Pan-African megacities? Do you currently suffer from immortality-induced depression disorder, or immortality-induced anxiety disorder? Are you an investor in any scientific
Put
research
this on a
project
game, and it
which
is like a
attempting
hardcore
to
puzzle
create a
scene
true
right
death
now.
alternative?
Like we are fucking up a puzzle right now in a game. That's what this song does.
Finally, would you say your quality of life has increased or decreased in the last year?
Dude, I just want the
Thank you
song.
for completing
Oh
the
my goodness.
2257 social census. We hope to see you next year. Remember that many scientific research organizations are exploring death alternatives. A viable death alternative is expected to be widely available by 2300.
I didn't listen to any of the story. I was so wrapped up in that song. Yeah, I didn't
All
listen to any
civilians
of
be
that
aware,
story.
this alert is from the
That
SCP
song wrapped
Foundation,
me up,
an
man.
international security organization dedicated to the containment of anomalies. You must follow the guidance in this alert to stay safe and secure, and to protect your family and those around you from anomalous harm.
Okay.
A dangerous anomaly named SCP-682
I don't
has
like
escaped from
reptiles.
containment. This
Mostly
anomaly
snakes, but
resembles
I
a
don't really
large
mess with the other
reptilian,
ones either.
which can heal from any injury and is universally hostile.
Well,
While escaping from containment, SCP-682 was attacked directly with a nuclear warhead. It has healed from and adapted to this weapon, and is now of giant size.
for real.
If you can see this message, the giant SCP-682 may be headed towards your metropolitan area. You should seek shelter now, underground if possible, to avoid harm. Conventional military assets
But I
and
want to go
anomalous
see
military assets of the
Godzilla. We
SCP
got
Foundation
Godzilla at
and your
home.
national government are being used to divert or delay SCP-682. Despite this delaying action, it is likely that SCP-682 will reach your city. Therefore, the Foundation again reminds you it is essential you seek shelter now.
He said,
Good
run!
locations for shelter could include storm shelters, flood shelters, underground metro stations, underground tunnels, and basements. Please keep a radio, phone, and/or internet-connected device with you when you evacuate, as you will need it to receive updates. Stay tuned for information, and stay safe. Thank you for your attention. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Yeah, for real. Back in the back rooms. I think this is their third back rooms video. Yeah, he introduced it as SCP BKRM. And that's what it's kind of been the running joke. You have become lost in Anomaly BR 1.1. The back rooms. Please take armaments. Nice. Well, at least they left some shotter guns. That's nice. If you ain't ever used one, they're really easy. You put the shell in, and make sure you do it the right way, and you just pump and shoot. That's all there is to it. You ain't even gotta aim. You just general direction that sucker. It's a hallway more than likely. You're gonna hit something. Honestly, I probably would have carried two of them. Screw a reload. It's always easier to switch weapons. Give him the old popper deli.
SCP-7004 Emergency Alert. Insane. Wailing. Feral. This alert concerns SCP-7004, which is a Class 10 realization type memetic info hazard. Any information pertaining to SCP-7004 may be a vector for its effects. This alert has information which may help you stay safe from SCP-7004. However, there is a risk this document will infect you with SCP-7004. Proceed only if you are isolated from others, to reduce the risk of spreading SCP-7004.
At least they let you know,
if you are infected,
like 4
and
fucking
at your discretion.
times.
All civilians who can hear this message must pay close attention. It concerns your safety and security. This message is from the SCP Foundation and Global Occult Coalition, two organizations dedicated to international security against anomalies. Anomalies, sometimes called SCPs or parathreats, are entities, items, or phenomena which violate natural law. Anomalies are very dangerous. SCP-7004 is a Class 10 realization type memetic info hazard. If a subject comprehends the trigger phrase of SCP-7004, they are affected by it. When an individual comprehends the SCP-7004 trigger phrase, they will undergo a Blossom event. A Blossom event includes an immediate, tearing pain in the subject's abdomen, followed by the violent rupturing of the torso from inside forces, usually caused by multiple hands and fingers emerging from within the torso. The rapid emergence of 2 to 27 separate individuals from the rupture, which immediately causes the expiry of the subject, and the creation of an SCP-7004-1 instance. The sudden onset of loud screaming from each of the emerged individuals, henceforth referred to as SCP-7004-1 pedal instances, usually containing information that serves as vectors for SCP-7004 transmission. Currently over 1 billion subjects globally have undergone a Blossom event, and there are therefore over 1 billion pedal instances. Those nearby to an individual who experiences a Blossom event are likely to be exposed to the SCP-7004
like in actual
trigger
reality,
phrase.
are the ones that spread so easily.
Those who contemplate a Blossom event
Those
for
just
too
suck.
long are likely
Those
to be
suck.
exposed
Those
to
are
the
boring
SCP-7004 trigger phrase.
I want a slow creeping apocalypse.
Those who
That's
see
almost
video or
impossible
hear
to
audio
stop
of
by
Blossom event
near
or a pedal
impossible
instance
odds.
are likely to be exposed to the
Infection ones,
SCP-7004
it's
trigger
just everyone's
phrase.
dead. You just gotta get over it.
If you have not yet comprehended the SCP-7004 trigger phrase, please continue watching this alert for information on how to stay safe. Safety recommendations include staying away from any pedal instances, not using the internet or any other networked device which could spread information about SCP-7004. Avoiding thinking about SCP-7004, Blossom events, and pedal instances. The SCP Foundation and Global Occult Coalition are working to devise a solution to this anomaly. Please stand by.
Oh, I wish my nose would stop being
Thank
so
you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Breathe your life into me.
This message is from the SCP Foundation, an international security and research organization which speaks with the authority of your government. All civilians who can see this message be aware, you must evacuate the area immediately after the conclusion of this message. A dangerous anomaly called SCP-1440 is in your area. This anomaly causes the destruction of man-made objects and the death of humans in its proximity. This effect is unintentional on the part of SCP-1440, and it has no ability to deactivate this dangerous effect.
I'm a nose breather, so it's almost like
SCP-1440 has the
weird
appearance
for
of
me
an old man,
when my
and
nose is
therefore
stuffed.
can travel
It feels
at
so
human
weird and
walking
awkward
speed.
to breathe through
If
my
you
mouth.
evacuate the area now, you will therefore be safe.
But I also have like
If you do
terrible
not have a
allergies,
vehicle
so
to
I should be used
evacuate
to it,
yourself
but
and
I
your
just hate it.
family, please make your way to an evacuation checkpoint marked
I'm
with
not
the
gonna lie.
SCP Foundation
That happens
symbol.
to me, but usually
The
when I'm
SCP
like
Foundation is
reading
working
a
on
manhwa
devising
or
a
a manga,
permanent
and I'll just be
containment
like so
solution
wrapped
for
up in it for a second that
SCP-1440,
like
but its
I don't know, a
properties
couple
make
minutes
this
will pass and all
extremely
of a sudden I'm like
difficult. You will be informed when it is safe to return to your homes. Until that time, temporary shelters will be provided by the SCP Foundation. Thank you for attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect.
The SCP Foundation destroys humanity.
The following is a message composed by consensus of the O5 Council. For those who are not currently aware of our existence, we represent the organization known as the SCP Foundation. Our previous mission centered on the containment and study of anomalous objects, entities, and other
Steven, I feel like you're trying to one-up me here.
This mission was the focus of our organization for more than 100 years. Due to circumstances outside of our control, this directive has now changed. Our new mission will be the extermination of the human race.
I forgot to breathe for
There
a
will be
whole
no
day
further
once.
communication.
Like, damn it, Steven, how do you beat that? You don't.
If you can see this message, you are likely in a secure location and have survived the calamity currently affecting the Earth.
Okay. That's
This
good.
message has been automatically transmitted to you by an international security and research organization called the SCP Foundation. The SCP Foundation was dedicated to the containment of anomalies similar to the ones which have overrun the planet Earth. If you are receiving this message, the SCP Foundation has been rendered inoperative, likely due to overwhelming casualties. Furthermore, our allies, such as organizations called the Global Occult Coalition and Horizon Initiative, are inoperative. Human casualties have reached an irrecoverable level of greater than 99.9%
Is this
of
the
the
one that's going to tell
population,
us to
and the
go?
world has been rendered largely uninhabitable.
No, okay, this is a different one. All right.
In the absence of the SCP Foundation or its allies, you are the last hope of humanity.
God, get a
You
different
must
planet
travel to
already.
the SCP
Freaking
Foundation's
Earth is
science
so
finding
last
and
millennium.
retrieve an anomaly called SCP-055, and then take it to Site 62C and the anomaly within, SCP-579. The interaction between these anomalies will reset our timeline and undo the damage done by the anomalies, which have destroyed humanity and the Earth. When traveling to Site 19 and Site 62C, you should wear hazardous material protection and be careful to avoid all dangerous anomalies. These anomalies include zombies, reality-bending cultists, and packs of skinless, talking animals. Good luck. The fate of humanity lies with you. Secure.
I
Contain.
hate these people.
Protect.
Impossible job, impossible odds.
This is an alert from the
God
SCP
damn it, I'm the right
Foundation,
man
an
for it.
international security organization, which has the support of your national government. You should pay close attention as this alert concerns your safety and security from an anomaly. An anomaly called SCP-173 has escaped from SCP Foundation containment and is in your area. This anomaly is hostile to humans. It is extremely fast and typically kills by snapping the neck, however it can only move when observed. SCP-173 has the appearance of a concrete statue with rebar protruding from it, covered in spray paint. SCP-173 may also be detected by its emission of
Pretty
blood
warm.
and waste material if it stays in a single location for a long period. If you see this anomaly, you must maintain eye contact with it and back away as quickly as possible. If possible, travel in groups of greater than 2 so that multiple people can observe SCP-173 at once, for
See, I'm a fall
redundancy.
and winter guy. So,
When observing
unfortunate. I
SCP-173,
don't mind
you
summer
must
and
not even
spring.
blink, as it may
I prefer
approach
fall
and
and winter.
kill you in the time your eyes are closed. The SCP Foundation will have the anomaly recontained shortly. Secure.
Granted, my winters are...
Contain. Protect.
I live in Mississippi, so that's like, I don't know, I think the lowest we've
All
gotten in
civilians
the last
who see
5
this
years has
message
been
must
like
not
30
drink
degrees
any water from their main water supply.
Fahrenheit.
It has been contaminated with a dangerous anomalous substance. This message is from the SCP Foundation, an international security and research organization, and it has been approved by your national government. An anomaly referred to as SCP-999 is an amorphous shape with a similar appearance and consistency to orange jelly. This anomaly is friendly, and produces an effect wherein any who touch it are caused to laugh and become generally happier. A substance was derived from SCP-999, which also carries this effect, with the intended goal of curing depression and other mental illnesses. This substance causes extreme laughter if consumed, which will eventually lead to death due to extreme muscle spasms. This substance has unfortunately been disseminated into the main water supply of your local area by an unknown individual or group. For the time being, you must avoid drinking from taps. You should also avoid showers, baths, or washing your hands. If someone you know becomes affected by the SCP-999 induced laughter, please administer strong painkillers. This will help them avoid pain and discomfort from their muscular spasms. The Foundation is working on better solutions. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. If you are seeing
That
this
would suck.
message, a dangerous biological anomaly is in your area, and you must follow the advice of this alert to stay safe. SCP-939, the anomaly in question, are a collection of skinless, quadruped, canine-like predators. These anomalies are predatory towards humans, and will attack you if they come into contact with you. Furthermore, SCP-939 have the ability to mimic human voices. You must be extremely careful not to be tricked by an SCP-939 instance. SCP-939 can only imitate the voices of those it has killed, so you should keep careful awareness of who has been killed by the anomaly. If you hear the voice of a friend or family member trying to lure you closer, ask them for information only the real person would know. If you are forced to defend yourself from SCP-939, it is recommended that you keep your distance as it primarily attacks with teeth and claws. Furthermore, SCP-939 exhales an amnestic substance, so if you are too close to it you will suffer from confusion and memory loss. If you have access to a firearm, you should use it to defend yourself. Otherwise find a shelter to stay in for the time being. The SCP Foundation will arrive in force soon, to contain the SCP-939 instances. You will be updated when it is safe to come outside. Secure.
What if I don't
Contain.
believe you?
Protect. Stop whatever you are doing. Give this alert your full attention. This emergency alert is from the SCP Foundation, an international group concerned with your safety and security. The SCP Foundation is delivering this message with the authority of your national government, and you must pay close attention. If you have watched a local news broadcast in the last day, you have likely been exposed to an extremely dangerous anomaly. SCP-096 is a tall, emaciated humanoid which attacks and kills all who see its face. It cannot be stopped or seriously injured. Even seeing a photograph or video of SCP-096 is enough for it to find and kill someone. SCP-096 recently temporarily breached containment nearby. When a local news crew was active, they recorded SCP-096 from a distance. The live story was broadcast in your area, and therefore approximately 10,000 people in your area have been exposed to SCP-096. If you watched a local news broadcast in the last day, you have been targeted by SCP-096, and must leave the area now. If you stay where you are, you will draw SCP-096 to your area, and will be putting your family and community at risk. If you have not recently watched a local news broadcast, you should immediately say goodbye to any friends or family members that have. Then, you should put on a blindfold to ensure you do not accidentally see SCP-096's face if it arrives in your area. You should also seek shelter somewhere secure, to avoid becoming collateral damage if it is targeting someone close to you. Containment teams from the SCP Foundation will delay SCP-096 for as long as possible, using artillery and high-impact weaponry. SCP Foundation researchers are working on a method to permanently contain or terminate SCP-096. There are memetic components within this alert to help you remain calm and follow instructions. Please obey the SCP Foundation. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. You must pay close attention to this message, as it concerns your safety and security. This emergency alert is from the SCP Foundation, an international group concerned with your safety and security. The SCP Foundation is delivering this message with the authority of your national government, and you must pay close attention. A dangerous biological anomaly is in your area. This anomaly, named SCP-3199, is a humanoid with human and chicken features. SCP-3199 can be terminated fairly easily, however they regurgitate large eggs, similar in size to ostrich eggs, and scream while they do so. These eggs are extremely resilient to harm, and will produce another instance of SCP-3199 quickly. SCP-3199 are capable of producing an infinite number of these eggs to fill any indoor space they occupy. There are therefore an exponentially growing number of SCP-3199 instances in your area. If you hear an SCP-3199 instance screaming, evacuate the area, or you may be overrun by multiple newly hatched instances. Otherwise, try to stay inside, and defend yourself with firearms, if possible, as they are effective at terminating SCP-3199. Do not stay anywhere warm, as warm, comfortable areas can attract SCP-3199 and cause their eggs to hatch faster. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. The SCP Foundation will arrive in force soon to reconvene SCP-3199. Secure. Contain. Protect.
What a weird one. I like that.
Emergency code Black Moon Howling is in effect. All SCP Foundation personnel must obey the orders within this alert to maximize the chances of large-scale human survivability. The activation of Emergency Code Black Moon Howling means that the current O5 Council has been terminated unexpectedly, and that an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario is in progress.
Fuck the O5 Council.
The SCP Foundation Administrator is unreachable, and is likewise presumed terminated. All MTF leaders, site directors, and project leads must do their part to save humanity. MTF leaders must assess whatever XK-class scenario is underway, and take appropriate action to secure Foundation sites, contain dangerous anomalies, and protect the non-anomalous human population. Site directors must allow as many civilians as possible to take shelter within Foundation sites, and have full discretion on whether they terminate, contain, or free anomalies under their jurisdiction. Project leads should maintain their projects if they are essential to human survival and or the continued operation of the SCP Foundation. Otherwise, projects should have resources reallocated. All non-MTF containment and security staff should be reallocated to civilian population preservation operations, and should report to their nearest site for orders. A new administrator and O5 Council will be chosen as soon as possible by the Site Director's Executive Committee of the whole, and SCP Foundation policy will be organized to suit the situation. In the meantime, all SCP Foundation staff must do their best to protect as much of humanity as possible from the ongoing XK-class end-of-the-world scenario. Once a new administrator and O5 Council have been established, they will determine whether it is appropriate to activate SCP-2000, or any other of the Apocalypse reversal methods available to the Foundation. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect.
I love that the O5 Council finally got what they deserved. Medically inoculated.
Okay, I just came down here from the old fairground. I was on top of the Ferris wheel, and I saw the lake that's down here, and I had to come down here. None of my friends believe me, but I'll show you, okay? There are loads of people down here in the lake. I tried to call the police, but we don't get any service out here, so I came down here just to try and help, okay? I didn't know what else to do, but I recognize loads of them, okay? They're my friends in there. I'm gonna put the camera down and try and swim in there and help them, okay? I just wanted to record something so someone can find this and figure out what's going on, okay?
If you recorded it, that would be good enough. I would just leave.
So many of the bodies. So I'm gonna go into the...
All civilians watching this message must pay close attention. It is from the SCP Foundation and Praise the Lord, your God, who has come among you and is with you on his earth. God is come to make his tabernacle among men, and bring those faithful of earth among the paradise of God forever. All civilians who are watching this message must pay close attention.
Weird
It is
flex,
from
but
the
alright,
SCP
brother.
Foundation, which is an international group dedicated to your security. An apex air pluripotent entity is currently causing a significant number of hazardous anomalies to affect the Earth and humanity. An LF-K class pre-millennial rapture scenario is in effect, and civilians of Abrahamic faith should prepare to experience unusual anomalous effects related to their faith. This may include bodily or spiritual teleportation and or transformation, spiritual or emotional euphoria, and a desire to fulfill certain, possibly anomalous, actions. Civilians of non-Abrahamic faiths, agnosticism, or no faith should prepare to experience severe negative anomalous effects globally. These effects are predicted to include rain of blood, of excessive and harmful temperature, the death of plant and animal life, the emergence of hostile anomalous fauna and potentially gigafauna, simultaneous natural disasters, an anomalous increase in disease, war, civil disobedience, famine, and death. Furthermore, several giant glowing humanoid entities with wings and large swords are likely to be seen across the globe. To avoid these anomalous phenomena, you should take shelter, preferably in an underground bunker, basement, or storm shelter. The SCP Foundation is terminating other anomalies, which are in containment to increase the reliability of civilian safeguarding operations. The Foundation will soon begin working with national governments, local authorities, and other international groups to protect civilians. Organizations such as the Global Occult Coalition, Chaos Insurgency, Serpent's Hand, and Church of the Broken God will be included in this cooperative effort. The O5 Council, who leads the SCP Foundation, is currently investigating ways in which the current crisis may be mitigated or undone. However, this seems unlikely. The crisis mitigation tools available to the Foundation have been rendered inoperable by the Apex Tier Pluripotent Entity. The name of the Apex Tier Pluripotent Entity responsible for the LF-K class pre-millennial rapture scenario is SCP-343. Stay tuned for information, and stay safe. Thank you for your attention. Secure. Contain. Protect.
The Lord God shall not be caged by petty faithless men of size, nor their titles. The Lord God is here. The Lord God shall cast out all pretenders and sinners.
Civilians who can see this message must pay close attention to this message. It concerns a dangerous anomaly. SCP-7898 is a species of parasitic arachnoid, which inhabits human bodies for reproductive and locomotive purposes. SCP-7898 nests in dark, dry, enclosed spaces, most commonly inside the walls and crawl spaces of houses. SCP-7898 subsists on sunlight, in a process which is similar to photosynthesis in plants. The life cycle of the anomaly is as follows. 1. An instance of SCP-7898 will hide within the walls of a building, frequently a house, where it waits for a suitable host. 2. The instance will break through the wall from within, grab a host's head, and implant an egg in the host's ear. 3. The host experiences mental fog, manic episodes, head and neck pain, and neck muscle weakness. 4. The host feels compelled to keep their head inside small, dark places, such as under blankets or in containers. 5. The host will force their own head through a wall, life signs cease. 6. The host's head rips off at the neck, and arachnoid appendages of an SCP-7898 instance emerge from the mouth, ears, and throat. If you are seeing this message, you should stay away from any hollow walls in your house, as the anomaly is loose in your area. The SCP Foundation will
That would be
contain
terrifying
the
to
anomaly
witness.
soon. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Imagine coming home and my wife just plows her head through a wall and it comes
This
off.
message is from the SCP Foundation and your national government. Civilians be aware, a dangerous anomaly called SCP-001 is in your area. This anomaly is a tall humanoid with gray-brown skin, one large milky blue eye, and legs and fingers which end in sharp black points. This anomaly can create microsingularities, small black holes, which it can use to teleport itself short distances. If you are near the anomaly when it teleports, you will be exposed to a large amount of radiation, and should seek medical aid. The anomaly views humans as a food source, and will hunt in an expanding radius to consume prey. For this reason you should stay inside, while an SCP Foundation containment team works to secure the anomaly and recontain it. If the anomaly teleports within your home or shelter, there are several ways you can defend yourself. The anomaly is vulnerable to heat, humidity, and bright lights. Defend yourself by warding the creature off with a bright light or flame. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. SCP-055 is a dangerous anomaly previously contained by the SCP Foundation,
Always
an
previously
international group
contained.
dedicated to your safety.
Never currently contained.
SCP-055 is a self-keeping secret, or and I mean. Information about SCP-055 leaks out of the mind of any observer. To be clear, it is completely possible to observe, make notes on, or even take photos or videos of SCP-055. However, as soon as you stop looking at these notes or recordings, you will forget the information regarding SCP-055.
That's so
Even
cool.
the information within this message is likely to be forgotten shortly after observation, as it involves SCP-055. It has been deduced by members of the SCP Foundation and the Memedics Division that SCP-055 has breached containment. An unusually high number of persons have gone missing in your area without identifiable cause. Therefore SCP-055 is predicted to be in your area. When this message is concluded, go into a basement or other shelter, bringing whatever supplies you may require for an extended period. Leave a note for yourself explaining that you are not to leave until 3 days from now, as SCP-055 will make you forget why you have entered your shelter.
That's
The
diabolical.
SCP Foundation is sending a containment team using nestic drugs, which will help them remember SCP-055. They will have the situation under control soon, and will go from house to house retrieving civilians for amnestic processing. Thank you for your cooperation at this time. Secure. Contain. Protect.
That was an interesting one. I like that one.
All civilians who can hear this message
The
must
most
pay close
powerful
attention. It is being broadcast to all devices connected to a network. This message is from the SCP Foundation and has been confirmed as genuine by your national government. An extremely dangerous anomaly named SCP-3812 has begun to use the full extent of its anomalous reality-bending abilities. Prepare for severe and rapid anomalous alterations to yourself and your environment. This could include the appearance of dangerous anomalies near you and destruction of the environment. It could also include more unusual changes, such as alterations to the laws of physics, biology, and chemistry around you and in you. You may struggle to process certain emotions, or experience new ones. You may have your mind suddenly expanded or reduced. You may die instantly, or be resurrected, or be made immortal, or experience all the above effects simultaneously. If you remain capable of moving, you should make your way to an SCP Foundation site, where you may be safer. Any organization with an SCP acronym is likely a front for a Foundation site, and you should head there. Some Foundation sites contain a device called a Scranton Reality Anchor, which may protect you from reality-bending effects. The SCP Foundation is doing all it can to contain or terminate SCP-3812. You will be advised if a situation is under control. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation at this time. Secure. Contain. Protect.
I love how you can choose any of these types of SCPs and you're like, yeah, we're just fucked.
If you can hear
Stay
this
outside
message,
at all
you may be in
costs.
serious danger. Pay attention to the rest of this alert to maximize your safety. This message is from the SCP Foundation, an international security group, and has been confirmed by your government. An anomaly named SCP-184, the Architect, has been taken from SCP Foundation containment. SCP-184 anomalously expands the interior of any building it is placed inside, without expanding the outside. SCP-184 will create new rooms, hallways, and chambers, which are loosely modeled off the rooms of the original building. As more rooms are created, they will break down. Rooms will become too small for human use, or be made of inappropriate materials. As it has been taken from Foundation containment by an unknown party, there is a chance SCP-184 is hidden in your building.
Yeah, for real. That's
If
right
there
on
is
the
an
money.
exit available to you, you should take whatever belongings you can and leave immediately. If you notice rooms in your building expanding, or new rooms entirely, SCP-184 is affecting your building. You should do whatever you can to make your way towards an exit, before SCP-184 expands your building to make escape impossible. If you encounter SCP-184 within your building, do what you can to take it outside, where its effects are negated. The SCP Foundation will soon locate and contain SCP-184. Secure. Contain. Protect. Attention. A spill of dangerous chemicals has occurred in your area. You should evacuate your home now, and make your way west quickly and calmly. This chemical spill is extremely lethal, and you should not take time to take any belongings with you. Leave immediately. Cooperate with authorities. They will arrive soon to help coordinate this evacuation, and it will go faster if you do not hinder them. Please be aware that the composition of this chemical spill can cause unusually specific hallucinations. If you see anything in the sky while evacuating, please ignore it and continue your egress from the area. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Savannah and Charleston Petrochemical Corporation. Building the future, molecule by molecule. The SCP Foundation, a
Norse
secret global
Apocalypse,
organization
Ragnarok.
dedicated to your safety, is making this alert to ensure your
Ragnarok's an
safety and
SCP, I love it.
security. An apocalyptic event called an OK-class end of the world scenario is underway, and it involves the events of Ragnarok. Ragnarok is an apocalyptic series of events from Norse beliefs, which were previously thought to be fictitious or mythological. However, an anomaly called SCP-722, a giant serpent found under Greenland, has escaped from containment. Furthermore, extreme snowfall has begun globally, and these simultaneous events indicate that Ragnarok may be imminent. Furthermore, several humanoids composed of lava and rock have emerged from the Earth at various locations. These may be fire giants.
Maybe.
The SCP Foundation is working to contain these fire giants in conjunction with another group, the Global Occult Coalition. If you encounter any of these fire giants, you should flee as quickly as possible. Do not attempt to fight. Efforts to recontain, or possibly terminate, SCP-722 using powerful anomalous weapons are also underway. If you live in a coastal region, evacuate now to avoid the waves, which are being created by SCP-722's rapid motion. To ensure that you can survive a period of extended snowfall, you should begin to gather resources and fortify a shelter now. There are other anomalous events, which are predicted to occur over the course of the coming days, weeks, or months. This could include the disappearance of the sun and moon from the sky, consumed by giant extraplanetary wolves. It could also include an extra-universal invasion of various forces, including giants, and possibly an army of the dead. The global population could also be anomalously compelled towards violence, and particularly fratricide. Over the coming days, the SCP Foundation will disseminate guidance on what to do in the case of these anomalous events. Until such a time, you should do what you can to gather resources, such as food and fuel, and remain in shelter. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. SCP Foundation Mobile Task Force New 7 Hammerdown personnel must prepare for a rapid deployment.
Okay.
A dangerous anomaly is directly attacking a metropolitan civilian population, and you must prepare to attack and terminate it. The use of nuclear, chemical or biological weapons is not permitted for the engagement of this anomaly. This anomaly will be engaged with conventional weapons, with as little damage as possible done to surrounding civilian infrastructure. Your squad commander will give you exact orders on the nature of your deployment and how you will engage the anomaly. They will also brief you on the nature of the anomaly, including any deleterious effects it may have on you throughout your operation. You will also be informed about various specialized elements from other Foundation mobile task forces, which may accompany you on this mission. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Do the Foundation proud, and keep humanity safe. Secure. Contain. Protect.
The Devourer of Worlds.
Do not turn off your device, and do not look away from this message. This message is from the SCP Foundation, a group which is revealing itself to the public to alert you to an anomalous threat. A dangerous anomaly has escaped from SCP Foundation containment, and you must listen to this message to stay safe. This anomaly is called SCP-2317, the Devourer of Worlds, and is potentially capable of destroying the entire planet. This anomaly is approximately 200 kilometers tall, with the appearance of an obese, scaled humanoid with tree-like horns. The anomaly is located within a different universe to our own, however an attempt to enter our universe may be imminent. The anomaly was contained through the use of 7 giant chains, but all these chains have now broken, and SCP-2317 is awakening. The chains are made from the bones of another world devourer entity, and therefore cannot be repaired or replicated. SCP-2317 is projected to cause significant anomalous phenomena globally by negatively affecting the stability of reality. The exact nature of these global anomalous phenomena is unknown, so you should shelter in a secure location immediately. If SCP-2317 attempts to physically enter/manifest in our reality, it is predicted to cause the immediate cessation of local reality. The SCP Foundation is taking steps to terminate the anomaly before that happens.
Why do I think you're not going to be able to do that?
Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. This alert is from the SCP Foundation, a secret international group which has been dedicated to your safety for over 100 years. The SCP Foundation has been dedicated to the containment and study of anomalies, items and creatures which violate natural law. The SCP Foundation has failed to contain one or more dangerous anomalies, and as such an XK-class end of the world scenario is underway. This event will lead to the absolute destruction of the world, and all of humanity, with no chance for survival. The SCP Foundation expresses its apologies for this catastrophe. We have failed to secure and contain the anomaly, and failed to protect you. The world is projected to end in approximately 5 hours. We suggest that you take this time to be with your families and friends. Thank you for your attention. It has been a pleasure to serve humanity. Secure. Contain. Protect.
My wife made muffins, so I got one of those too. They probably wouldn't like that. I think it's mixed berries.
This video was discovered
like
approximately 15 kilometers outside SCP-3000's Naval Exclusion Zone. It has been ejected from SCP-3000 along with a large amount of amnestic substance. It is unclear whether this represents a new pattern of behavior from SCP-3000 to eject material when consuming an individual.
I love every kind of
SCP
muffin.
Foundation
I don't think
naval
I've ever had a
forces in
muffin
the
I
area
didn't like.
have formed a naval blockade around the anomaly, and the South Asian Sub-Command has been placed on high alert. Thank you for your attention to this message. Secure. Contain. Protect. This message is from the Center for Disease Control and Serious Contamination Prevention Limited. It concerns a dangerous disease in your area. Please stand by for instructions, which will keep you safe from the dangerous contagion. If you can see this message, a dangerous contamination is in your area, which can spread by aerial spores, or through the saliva of infected persons. This contamination can cause extreme bodily mutation, and encourages the infected to harm the uninfected. This infection can also reanimate the dead tissue of corpses into infected persons. Therefore, there are certain steps you must take to remain safe. You should wear thick clothing and a face covering at all times.
You don't know
should
me.
also keep in a cold environment.
You know,
as
wearing the
slows
mask
progression of the
actually makes
infection.
you sicker
If you are
quicker
forced to fight
because
an
you're breathing
infected
in the
person
same
/ entity to
shit.
defend yourself, do so using fire or cutting
I
weapons.
hate the South.
Small arms fire is unlikely to do significant damage to the infected. Please stay inside to stay away from those who have been infected. Please stay alert and prepare for further guidance on this infectious disease. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. This alert is from your local government and the Sector Crime Patrol, a corporation dedicated to crime detection and prevention. An individual in your area has escaped from his containment within a specialized high-security prison. This individual is roughly 1.9 meters in height, and is wearing a long black robe and a white ceramic bird mask. This individual is unstable, and believes that a dangerous infectious disease named the pestilence can be found in some civilians. The individual will kill those it determines to have the pestilence through simply touching them. It is presumed that the individual does this through the use of a fast-acting toxin of some kind. The robed individual then performs an unknown medical procedure or experiment on the deceased. For this reason, you should stay inside.
That's just rubbing salt on the wounds. My goodness.
Conversation. Run if they approach you.
Sorry to tell you, your daughter's
A
been
team
killed.
from the
Oh,
Sector
God.
Crime Patrol will
And she
arrive
was
shortly
experimented
to
on.
detain the individual
What?
and keep you safe soon. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Welcome. If you are seeing this message, it is because you have been contained by the SCP Foundation. You have been contained because you have shown physically, biologically, or chemically anomalous properties or behavior. Whether you can read minds, bend reality, shape-shift, or perform any other anomalous act, you have a new home here in the Foundation. We apologize sincerely if the containment team, which detained you, was unfair or rough, but some anomalies can be extremely dangerous. You will unfortunately not be able to contact your family, friends, or any member of the public while you are contained by the Foundation. This is to prevent knowledge of the SCP Foundation, or anomalous phenomena, from spreading to the general public. If you behave well, and cooperate with testing, the SCP Foundation may be able to remove your anomalous abilities, and release you. We recognize this is a difficult time for you. Please do not hesitate to speak to an on-site psychologist if you have distressing thoughts. Thank you for your attention and cooperation, and welcome to the SCP Foundation. You will now be shown to your room. Secure. Contain. Protect. This is an alert from Serious Contamination Prevention Limited, and it concerns an outbreak in your area. An unusual transmissible form of tumor causing diseases in your area. This disease is transmissible through physical and airborne contact. You should limit your interaction with other people in your area for the foreseeable future. Do not leave your area, as this would risk spreading the disease to new populations. Instead, stay in your home. Staff from Serious Contamination Prevention Limited will visit your home and check you for symptoms of disease. If you have the disease, you will receive surgery, which will remove it fully and painlessly. If you notice any unusual bumps on your
Called a
skin,
shot in the
notify
head.
a staff member of Serious Contamination Prevention Limited immediately. If you notice these bumps have a uniquely squid-like appearance, do not be alarmed. It is an unusual but mundane feature of a disease. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. The SCP Foundation is a secretive organization dedicated to protecting the world from anomalies. An anomaly is any event, creature or other phenomena which violates natural law in some way. If you are seeing this message, one of these anomalies is threatening the survival of the human race. The SCP Foundation has multiple contingencies in place to ensure that humanity can survive and rebuild after the apocalypse. One of these contingencies involves saving select individuals from harm and freezing them underground. You have been selected to be saved from the apocalypse, as your unique skill set will be valuable in helping humanity rebuild. Please go to your nearest airport and seek out a Skyline Corporate Planes aircraft. They will take you to a secure facility. Hopefully your services will not be required, but the Foundation is always prepared to protect humanity. Secure. Contain. Protect. If you are seeing this message, welcome to the SCP Foundation. Whether you are a researcher, security guard, field operative, or bureaucrat, you have a new home here. You have been recruited from universities, police forces, militaries, and other places of work to join the Foundation.
Hello.
You show the
Welcome.
most potential for greatness, or are already the best of the best, and at the Foundation you will only improve. The Foundation has recruited you because we have the most important mission in the world. We contain anomalies. An anomaly is any object, item, or phenomena which violates
I
natural
feel like
law
that's
in some
information they
way.
would probably have to know
After this
before they
presentation,
joined.
you will be shown some
But they
low-risk
wouldn't?
anomalies to demonstrate that they are indeed real.
I wonder what they're
Some
told.
of these anomalies are incredibly dangerous, and all of them pose a threat to modern civilization. By joining the SCP Foundation, you will help to keep the world safe by securing, containing, and protecting anomalies. You will also help to research these anomalies to improve our understanding of them, to facilitate better containment. The Foundation also keeps anomalies secret, to
JD
allow normal
Archives.
people to have normal lives free from anomalous intrusion. Welcome to the Foundation. We hope you enjoy your first day. Secure. Contain. Protect. If you can see this message, an emergency situation is ongoing
Alrighty.
and you must pay close attention. This message is from a secret organization known as the SCP Foundation, and has been confirmed as genuine by your government. A dangerous anomaly called SCP-1844 has breached containment, leading to the release of hundreds of powerful demonic entities. These entities are hostile to humanity and are dedicated to the torment and termination of as many humans as possible. All civilians worldwide should shelter in secure locations and arm themselves to protect themselves. If you have a faith or religion, any religious symbol can deter these demonic entities. If you are atheistic or agnostic, armaments which have been blessed by a priest or other holy figure will be effective. Lining any entryways to your shelter with salt and holy water may also help to protect you. Any trained priest, monk, or other similar religious authority must immediately report to
We
local
watched JD
authorities for
Archives not too long
combat
ago,
training.
actually.
The
I just realized
SCP
that.
Foundation is mobilizing all
I was putting
available
them on my
assets
list,
to
and then I was like, wait a
contain
minute,
this
that sounds
emerging
familiar.
threat. Thank you for your attention. Stay safe. Secure. Contain. Protect.
But there are 2 new videos up that we haven't watched on stream.
This emergency alert is from the SCP Foundation, the Global Occult Coalition, and the United States Paranatural Warfare Command. A dangerous anomaly called the deer is approaching your area, and you must evacuate
Not the
immediately.
deer.
The deer has the appearance of a giant deer, with a human face and giant hovering
Never
antlers.
mind. This is
This
different.
creature can manipulate reality and the atomic composition of any item or individual. It has a preference for transforming humans and obstacles into gaseous clouds or metallic hydrogen and helium.
Ooh,
It is
pop my
hostile
elbows.
to
That felt
humans,
nice.
and no means have been discovered to harm the entity in any way. Cooperate with local law enforcement and the organizations mentioned previously to facilitate rapid evacuation. The SCP Foundation, Global Occult Coalition, and U.S. Paranatural Warfare Command will have the anomaly contained soon. If you are seeing this message, you are invited to join the SCP Foundation as a member of the O5 Council. The SCP Foundation is a secret organization dedicated to the containment and study of anomalies. An anomaly is any item, entity or phenomenon which violates the laws of physics, chemistry or biology in some way. You have been chosen to join the O5 Council after the death of one of its members, as the Council requires an outside perspective. You will be in charge of determining what constitutes an anomaly, and performing cryogenic-class investigations. You will also determine the overall strategy of the SCP Foundation, alongside your fellow Council members. You will perform your duties, while overseen by the SCP Foundation Ethics Committee, and your fellow overseers. We expect the fullest of seriousness and dedication to your tasks, as the fate of humanity is at stake. In return, you will receive access to the Foundation's resources, and SCP-006, the Fountain of Youth. Your first council session will occur 1 week from now. Do not be late. Secure. Contain. Protect. If you are seeing this message, you are being invited to join the Chaos Insurgency. The Chaos Insurgency is a group dedicated to destroying the secretive forces which control and damage the world. The main focus of the Chaos Insurgency is destroying the SCP Foundation, a group dedicated to the containment of anomalies. An anomaly is any object, entity, or phenomenon which does not obey the laws of physics. The SCP Foundation damages the world, as they withhold knowledge about anomalies while influencing global affairs to do so. They also kidnap innocent individuals to use in their experiments, calling them D-Class. Finally, the Chaos Insurgency has evidence that the leaders of the SCP Foundation maintain the status quo for their own benefit. The SCP Foundation is an organization of liars, bureaucrats and war criminals, and they must be stopped. We hope you will join the Chaos Insurgency to destroy the global threat posed by the SCP Foundation. All civilians who can see this message must pay close attention. It is from an organization dedicated to your security. You may have recently received an email with an image attachment, with a subject line of, "Open me now." This email read, "If you don't forward this email to 10 people, he'll come and kill you soon." Do not forward this email to anyone. If you have opened
He's going to
and
kill
seen
you
the image
anyways.
attached to the email, there are steps you must take now to maximize public safety.
That's good to note.
You are to immediately evacuate your area if you are in an urban environment, and go to an uninhabited area. The entity pictured is real, and will track down and terminate anyone who has seen its face. Regardless of whether you forwarded the email, your death is now unfortunately inevitable. However, by removing yourself from civilization, you can minimize the collateral damage your death will have on those around you.
Just being honest.
The organization
It's not
responsible for
nice,
this
but it's
alert
honest.
is working to take down the email chain and contain its originator.
Snackish.
We thank you for your cooperation
Guys wanna
and
know
bravery at this time.
My favorite snack. This is the great value version. Lightly salted potato chips. Classic. Lightly salted plain potato chips. That was a fun break.
This is an emergency alert to all SCP Foundation employees. SCP-231-7 has been terminated and SCP-231-Golf is active. SCP-231-Golf is the seventh child of a Scarlet King, a pluripotent extra-universal entity hostile to humanity. SCP-231-Golf is currently heading towards a major metropolitan area, presumably to terminate and/or enslave the population. The entity is giant, with estimates at 0.4 miles tall. It is also capable of thaumaturgy, magic, and bending reality.
Damn.
The emergence of SCP-231-Golf has also led to several reality tiers, through which demonic entities are emerging. Conventional weaponry is somewhat effective against the demonic entities. Anomalous weaponry may prove effective against SCP-231-Golf. Global threat level is at black. Therefore, staff must lock down their facility and terminate any dangerous SCPs in containment.
I'm sure
Mobile task
the
forces
levels,
should
but I mean,
immediately
I don't know
report
what the
to their
levels are.
nearest site for information on their new deployments. SCP staff should be aware that the Foundation is cooperating with the Global Occult Coalition at this time. The Foundation is also reaching out to the Church of the Broken God, Horizon Initiative, Chaos Insurgency and Serpent's Hand. Dimensional evacuation options are being explored, such as that enigmatic forest between realms, and the Wanderer's Library. Despite the exploration of these options, primary containment, or termination of SCP-231-Golf is still the priority of the Foundation. The SCP Foundation will soon disseminate messages to the public to maximize civilian safety at this time. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. All civilians who can see this message must pay close attention. An XK-class end of the world scenario is underway, and the planet Earth will soon be destroyed. SCP-2814, a spherical true vacuum located on the moon, which destroys anything it comes into contact with, is about to rapidly expand and destroy the Earth. You have been determined to have a set of skills useful in establishing a colony in the solar system. The SCP Foundation, which is making this message, has several space outposts. This includes space stations around Jupiter, a military outpost on Venus, and a colony containment facility on Mars. An organization called the Global Occult Coalition has a base on Pluto. If you head to your nearest space launch platform, you will be taken to one of these facilities to help expand it and turn it into a settlement for long-term human habitation. You must immediately say goodbye to your friends and family, as space on these evacuation vessels is limited, and they will not be able to accompany you off-planet. An info-hazardous memeplex has been embedded within this document to ensure that you abandon your family and do not attempt to remain on Earth to die with them.
That's fucked up.
The
That's cool,
SCP
but that's
Foundation
fucked up.
recognizes the difficulty of this situation. However, humanity will survive even this hardship. Secure.
Wonder how many suicides
Contain,
you gonna have up in space.
Protect. All civilians in Mandela County must stop what they are doing and pay attention to this alert. This alert is from an organization called the SCP Foundation. The SCP Foundation is dedicated to the containment of anomalies. An anomaly is any item, phenomena, or entity which violates natural law, including the alternates, which are within your county. The SCP Foundation is establishing a containment perimeter around Mandela County to contain all alternates within. You will not be permitted to leave the county for any purpose for the foreseeable future. Neither will any civilian be permitted to enter. SCP containment teams will be sent into the county to terminate or contain any alternate they encounter. Comply with these teams. The guidance issued by the United States Department of Temporal Phenomena is still in effect. Stay inside and defend yourself. If you see someone displaying physically impossible or distorted characteristics, they are an alternate. You should run and hide. Avoid contact with an alternate if at all possible. Do not listen to alternates if possible. If you must defend yourself, use a firearm. The think principle still applies to any encounter with an alternate. Tell an authority figure, preferably a member of the SCP Foundation. Hinder the alternate's movement. This will make it easier for SCP containment teams to do their job. Identify the class type of the alternate. Neutralize the alternate if you have a firearm, and if there is no time to wait for an SCP Foundation containment team. Know your place in reality. Remember these principles, and it is likely you will survive an encounter with any alternate you come across. We recognize the difficult situation which has developed at this time. The SCP Foundation thanks you for your cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. Welcome, civilian. You are seeing this message because you have been chosen to join the Ethics Committee of the SCP Foundation. The SCP Foundation is a secret organization dedicated to the containment and research of the paranormal, paratemporal, and parascientific. The SCP Foundation does many awful things in the name of the greater good. The Ethics Committee decides what constitutes the greater good. As a member of the Ethics Committee, you will make the final decision on the recruitment of D-Class, the disposable workforce of the Foundation. You will also decide when it is necessary for the SCP Foundation to interfere in global politics. You will regulate the personal breaches of privacy the Foundation regularly commits, and the wide-scale internet monitoring. You will also be responsible for ensuring that any humanoid anomaly contained by the Foundation is not treated cruelly unnecessarily. Finally, you will reign in the leadership of the Foundation, the O5 Council, when they attempt to perform unethical behavior. You have been chosen for this role because your civilian past gives you a unique perspective on the Foundation. Thank you for your cooperation. The Ethics Committee has faith in you. All SCP Foundation personnel in your area are being sent this message.
Oh
Pay
gee,
close
another
attention
one escaped.
and follow all orders within exactly. SCP-106, the old man has escaped from containment. SCP-106 is an extremely dangerous SCP hostile to human life. SCP-106 has the anomalous ability to walk through walls, corrode any substances, and teleport along walls, floors or ceilings. Using these abilities, it stalks humans under 25 years of age, and after inflicting severe bodily harm, abducts them. It then takes them to a pocket dimension, where it controls reality. It will then proceed to torment, torture, and kill them. SCP-106 has escaped from containment, and has evaded Foundation efforts to recapture him. He is rapidly approaching a metropolitan area. He will presumably proceed to hunt and kill people in this area, and may lead to a breach of secrecy regarding his anomalous nature. This cannot be allowed. All Foundation assets in the area must rapidly converge on the metropolitan area to which SCP-106 is heading. All efforts must be taken to recontain SCP-106 as quickly as possible. This must be done covertly to maintain the veil of secrecy. Use a Foundation front company for this operation, such as Sector Crime Patrol, Spicy Crust Pizzeria, or Security for Corporate Profiteers. When you locate SCP-106, immediately call for backup, and do whatever is necessary to keep the anomaly in place. This may be done by offering yourself as bait, or by engaging the anomaly in combat.
Fisticuffs.
Thank you for your attention and cooperation at this time. SCP-106 will be recontained. Secrecy will be maintained. Secure. Contain. Protect. If you live within Ohio, United States of America, you must pay close attention to this alert, as it concerns your state. The SCP Foundation is a secret organization dedicated to the containment of anomalies. phenomena which violate natural law. This message is from the SCP Foundation, and it has been confirmed as genuine by your national government. Since its incorporation as a state in 1803, Ohio has been home to over 45% of the anomalous phenomena in the USA. This has included dangerous alterations to reality and the timeline within Ohio, and gravitational anomalies. The laws of mathematics in Ohio have broken before, leading to time periods where probabilities greater than 1 were possible. Furthermore, over 55% of the human Ohioan population has been replaced by various human-imitating organisms. Several anomalous cultists have power in the state government of Ohio, including the Church of the Broken God and the Fifth Church. Ohio has been subject to 3 demonic incursions and 5 million attacks throughout its history.
I wonder, I
Finally,
know what this
Ohio
is. I
is
bet this
subject-
was made around the time everyone was dogging on when Ohio became a meme. I bet this was a meme video. And that's the reason it's dogging on Ohio. Because in America, I don't know if it happened. Obviously, why would it happen overseas? But in America, there was a big meme. I guess this was a couple years ago. About a year ago. Yeah, December 15th, 2022. Everyone started making fun of Ohio for some reason. I have no legitimate idea why. I bet there is some reason, but I have no idea
human
why.
population that it is
So
no
that's what
more
this probably
anomalous
is
than
based
baseline
on.
reality. There are several hypotheses for the nature of Ohio, such as a curse, or a botched attempt to remove Ohio from existence. Whatever the reason for Ohio's anomalous nature, the SCP Foundation has determined that it must be contained. All travel in and out of Ohio has now been blocked through anomalous and non-anomalous means. Communication in and out of Ohio has now
Reminds
been
me of a
rendered
movie called The
impossible, and
Crazies.
internet access
There's
has
an
been
80s
revoked.
version and there's a 2000s
The rest of the world
version.
will be fed a consistent
Both are amazing,
disinformation
but I
campaign
love the
stating that a
2000s
series of
version.
natural disasters have hit Ohio. The Foundation apologizes to all innocent, non-anomalous residents, but the state is too anomalous to leave uncontained. If the Foundation is unable to contain Ohio, it will introduce the anomalous nature of Ohio as a pop culture meme, to maintain secrecy. We thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect. This message is from the Alison Eckhart Foundation, a global Alison Eckhart concerned with containment of Alison Eckharts. Alison Eckhart is Agent Alison Eckhart, an SCP Foundation operative, who is an autosyntactic semantic pointer. This means that Alison Eckharts also possess the innate property of Alison Eckhart. This means that any of Alison Eckharts are also unavoidably perceived as being Alison Eckhart. When any non-Alison Eckhart entity or object contact any of Alison Eckhart's, they will be perceived as Alison Eckhart. This can make non-Alison Eckhart entities fail to interact with their environment, as they will perceive Alison Eckharts as Alison Eckhart. Due to a catastrophic containment breach, Alison Eckharts have been disseminated throughout the global environment. Elements of Alison Eckhart have also started to spread throughout the Alison Eckhart psychospace, leading to memetic Alison Eckhart. If you start to
feel like I'm having a
recognize
stroke.
several Alison Eckharts in your environment, you should Alison Eckhart immediately. The Alison Eckhart Foundation is working on a containment solution to contain all Alison Eckharts on Alison Eckhart. Secure. Contain. Alison Eckhart.
That was good. That made me giggle. Secure. Contain. Alison Eckhart.
If you can see this alert, you must pay close
Almost 5
attention.
minutes.
The
Wow.
message has been confirmed as genuine by your national government.
Kills me. He said, Alison Eckhart.
This announcement regards a developing emergency situation in your area, which may be extremely dangerous to you and your loved ones. By paying attention and closely following the instructions within, you may save your own life and the lives of those around you. If you are a civilian watching this message, you may be in immediate danger from an extremely dangerous anomaly. This is the anomaly, SCP-096. SCP-096 is a thin humanoid, which is indestructible, superhumanly strong, and superhumanly fast. SCP-096 uses these abilities to track down and kill anyone who sees its face. This includes videos and photographs of its face. If you are seeing this message, it is likely you have seen a photo with the face of SCP-096 contained within it. A local newspaper was disseminated in your area, which contained a photo containing 4 pixels of the face of SCP-096. This image has also been disseminated on the website of the newspaper and across their social media. This image is enough to trigger SCP-096 and send it into a rage state, wherein it hunts down and kills targets, regardless of obstacles. SCP-096 has been observed to run across deserts and punch through reinforced steel barriers to get to targets. There is nothing known in the world which can prevent SCP-096 from reaching a target and killing them. If you have read a newspaper within the last week, or have seen a local news story online, it is extremely likely you are a target of SCP-096. If you believe yourself to be a target of SCP-096, there are several steps you must take immediately. Firstly, you should say goodbye to your loved ones. It is extremely likely you will die soon, so you should say farewell.
Honesty, brother.
Secondly, if you are in an area such as a town or city, you should evacuate to somewhere more isolated now. If you are surrounded by people when SCP-096 arrives, then they may see its face while it kills you, causing a chain reaction. If you do not isolate yourself from any major population centers, you may second-handedly cause hundreds or thousands of deaths. Recommended environments for you to evacuate to are forests, fields, canyons, deserts, mountains, ravines, caves, or out at sea. When you have reached an isolated environment, you should stay there and wait for SCP-096 to arrive. The SCP Foundation is working to terminate SCP-096 before it reaches any of its targets, using missiles, artillery, and high-caliber weaponry. However, these attempts at termination are unlikely to be effective, due to the extreme speed and durability of the anomaly. However, rest assured that by luring SCP-096 into an isolated environment, you will be saving many hundreds of lives. You will also give time for the SCP Foundation to utilize experimental weaponry to terminate SCP-096 once and for all. Before you go to fulfill the instructions within this alert, please maintain eye contact with your screen for a moment longer. That image was a cognitohazard, a type of sensory stimulus, which can produce anomalous results in humans. This cognitohazard is designed to increase your compliance with the instructions in this alert. Thank you for your cooperation and bravery. You should now go to say goodbye to your family and evacuate the area. Secure. Contain. Protect.
That's a solid episode. I enjoyed that. The Yule-Man. I saw one of these earlier.
If you can see this message from the
Or in the
Sector
last
Crime
live.
Patrol, then you must be aware of an individual who threatens the safety of your family. A pale male of European descent has
tried to
been
call
sighted in
me.
areas near you. This individual is extremely tall and always appears naked. He has been known to stalk and kill all members of households in isolated rural areas every year, from December 22nd to January 2nd. He only attacks households which fulfill the following criteria: at least one child under the age of 8, snow cover at the time of attack. This individual will often attack and kill all members of a family in a brutal and ritualistic fashion. Otherwise, they will sneak through the house and leave small and gruesome gifts throughout the house made of human remains. The Sector Crime Patrol has yet to detain this individual, but you can help arrest this
Imagine
dangerous
coming downstairs
criminal.
and seeing that.
If your household
Brother.
fulfills the attack criteria, please report anything unusual to Sector Crime Patrol and your local authorities. You should especially report Your children seeing anyone outside your house, footsteps on the roof of your house, or an unpleasant odor. Report these unusual phenomena, and the Sector Crime Patrol may be able to detain this individual before he harms anyone else. All SCP Foundation personnel are advised. SCP-4666 is entering its active phase, and may soon begin to attack households at 40 degrees north latitude. All mobile task forces stationed at 40 degrees north latitude must be ready to rapidly deploy and contain SCP-4666. A Foundation Front Company, Sector Crime Patrol has disseminated information publicly suggesting SCP-4666 is an anomalous criminal. This will hopefully lead to civilians reporting SCP-4666 related activity, and may facilitate Foundation containment. The SCP Foundation will secure and contain SCP-4666, and protect all members of the public.
Massive containment breach, 4 minutes, bro. We're getting some pretty decent ones.
The largest deployment of armed forces on United States soil is continuing today, and Channel 37 can confirm that any time now we'll be broadcasting an announcement from the Pentagon which should go some way to explain this deployment and the martial law which was imposed across the United States yesterday. Defence officials here in the UK say they are as in the dark on the actions of the United States government as everyone else, despite having...
This is an official message from the United States Department of Defense to the allies of the United States of America, and all other nations of the Earth. A dangerous security situation is developing within the United States, which will necessitate the temporary cut-off of communication in and out of the United States of America. For at least the next 48 hours, no telecommunication, internet, or other method of contact will be possible with the United States mainland. Once 48 hours have passed, the Pentagon will update the world on the situation within the United States. We appreciate the commitment of our allies to the national security of the United States and its citizens, but due to the sensitive nature of the developing situation, the United States will not be accepting international aid at this time. All United States Armed Forces overseas, which can travel to the United States within 24 hours, have been recalled to the homeland. All other forces have been ordered to maintain their positions and obey the instructions of any allies whose nation they are stationed within. Please keep the United States of America and all American citizens in your thoughts and prayers at this difficult time. This is a message for all United States Armed Forces personnel and all civilians employed by the United States Armed Forces. This message has been confirmed as genuine by your superiors, and carries the authority of the President and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. The United States is facing an emerging anomalous threat. In the context of this threat, anomalous refers to something which violates the laws of physics, or some other natural law. It might more commonly be called supernatural, or paranormal. An organization operating within, and partnered with, the United States called the SCP Foundation has suffered a serious breach of containment of several anomalies it was previously containing across several sites throughout the United States. These escaped anomalies include large destructive reptiles, humanoids with anomalous capacities, infectious diseases, viral psychological effects, sensory hazards, and other unusual phenomena. These anomalies are spreading throughout the United States and must be recontained. You will be deployed to various anomalous threats to destroy or recontain them as needed. You will receive information on whatever anomaly you are being deployed to deal with from the SCP Foundation, or other organizations such as the FBI Unusual Incidents Unit. The United States will be cutting off communication with the outside world for the duration of this crisis to limit the spread of information about the existence of anomalies. After the situation is resolved, most of the populace will have their memories modified through amnestics. The United States Department of Defense and the President would like to thank you for your attention to this message, and for your cooperation and bravery at this time. Through determination and commitment, the United States will be kept safe from all anomalies.
Another damn starfish. Cosmic starfish. After this episode, I'm going to put my daughter down for her nap.
This emergency alert is from the SCP Foundation. It concerns your safety and security in the face of an extreme global threat. This threat is of an anomalous nature, meaning that it breaches the known laws of physics. Please understand that while this seems unlikely, this message is not a hoax and has been confirmed as genuine by your national government. Pay close attention and follow the instructions within this alert. The nature of this threat is memetic and antimemetic in nature, meaning that it concerns the transmission and limitation of information in the human mind, and anomalous effects this knowledge may cause. While watching this message, remain focused. Do not let your mind wander. Do not think about anything other than what this emergency alert instructs. Thinking about certain anomalous topics is now extremely detrimental to humans. Follow these steps to stay safe. Stay inside your home. Barricade all doors and windows if possible. Gather any weapons or tools you own for self-defense. Try not to think about the color green, the number 5, anger, stars, constellations, starfishes, self-amputation. Make sure that every member of your family is gathered together in one room. Do not let any of them outside. If you notice your family member has too many fingers, immediately remove them. Please remember that the normal number of fingers is 0. If you can see smoke, or the stars, through the ceiling of your domicile, embrace the growing sensation of euphoric unease in your gut. Consider reading a book to pass the time. The SCP Foundation will make you aware when the stars have come outside. Then you can come outside too. Submit before salvation. God is horrifying. God is beautiful. God is a tumor.
I don't think I like that one very much. Yeah, alright. Let me pause this one. Damn it. Pause, damn it. I'm gonna put my daughter down for a nap. Usually takes me about 5 minutes, so I will see you guys in 5 minutes. am back. She went down easy. Who knows if she'll be napping, but she went down.
Please pay close attention. This alert concerns an ongoing outbreak. This alert is from Serious Contamination Prevention Limited. Serious Contamination Prevention Limited and the World Health Organization would like to confirm that the ongoing outbreak of progressive corpo/neuromorphic caravirus, PCNC, has transitioned from an epidemic-level outbreak to a pandemic.
Oh no!
The World Health Organization and Serious Contamination Prevention Limited have decided that the outbreak of PCNC constitutes a pandemic due to its now globally widespread nature and high level of infectiousness. Continue to take steps to ensure your safety. Please remember at all times that the virus can spread through airborne spores, physical contact with those who have been infected, blood contact with those who have been infected, or saliva contact with those who have been infected. The disease causes bodily transformation, the likes of which have never been seen in any other disease. The disease causes extreme psychological effects, increasing aggression and decreasing intelligence. An infected person should be considered deceased. If you see an infected person, identifiable by their significant bodily transformations, leave the area immediately. Notify local authorities, who will take steps to contain the infected and cordon off the area to restrict the spread of the virus. Likely hotspots of infection are airports, bus stations, cities or
I'm not gonna lie, during the
population
pandemic,
dense
I loved it.
areas,
I was one of the
and
people
warm
that like
areas
really
where the
thrived
virus
during the
incubates
pandemic.
faster and spreads
I
more
love
effectively.
being home.
You
I love
should
working
avoid
from home.
these areas if at
I
all
love
possible.
everything about being
Early
home. I'm
signs
very
of
much a
infection
homebody.
include an extreme rash, extreme itchiness, extreme confusion, sluggishness, and a high fever. If you notice these symptoms, contact your local authorities immediately as the disease is treatable in early phases. Thank you for your attention and cooperation at this difficult time. Serious Contamination Prevention Limited remains committed to your safety and security, and to the containment of this outbreak. Serious Contamination Prevention Limited. Prevention today for safety tomorrow.
God, I got pixelated as hell at the end. Why did auto to 144?
This is this month's review of the SCP Foundation and its global mission of securing, containing and protecting anomalies across the world, especially as regards to the outbreak of SCP-610. The outbreak of SCP-610 continues to spread, mostly affecting significant urban population centers in Europe, North America, South America, North Africa, and East Asia. The SCP Foundation European Subcommand, SCPF Euro Subcom, predicts that national governments throughout Europe will be unable to provide significant assistance to the Foundation in containing the outbreak within 8 months. Civilian deaths. Here death refers to an infection and transfiguration by SCP-610, or termination by a SCP-610 infected entity, from SCP-610 now range upwards from 10 million globally. The Foundation's secondary mission, of maintaining the civilian populace's unawareness of the anomalous, has been somewhat successful. The public has been largely convinced by front companies that SCP-610 is a non-anomalous virus called PCNC. This has been achieved through strict information control, and disinformation campaigns supported by most major governments and allied groups of interest, including the Global Occult Coalition. SCP Foundation Artificially Intelligent Conscripts predict that the outbreak will continue for another year before effective containment methods can be devised, leading to up to 50 million additional civilian deaths. Other than these issues, the Foundation's mission has continued without major disruption, and the reduced movement of civilians due to the outbreak has made the secret containment of other anomalies significantly easier at this time. Thank you for your attention. Secure, contain, protect.
The rate of natural disasters is increasing in both number and lethality, and the death toll from volcanic eruptions, floods, storms...
Ooh, it's another you must
This is
save.
a personal alert for the individual watching this device. Please pay close attention. Do not turn off your device or look away from this message. This message is from an international organization known as the SCP Foundation, which is dedicated
I like
to
the
global
personal alerts.
security from the anomalous and supernatural. The current onset of natural disasters around the world has been triggered by an anomaly, the exact nature of which is not pertinent to your mission. You are a sleeper agent, embedded in a civilian population by the SCP Foundation to facilitate the better containment of certain anomalies. Upon exposure to a set of anomalous memetic images, you will remember your training and the nature of the SCP Foundation and the anomalous. Please stand by for these memetic images. Please take a moment. Exposure to a memetic recall trigger can be disorientating. Now that your memories and training have been stored, you must make your way to SCP-2000, within Yellowstone National Park in the United States of America. You must reach this location, regardless of your current location. Take whatever vehicle you can, stealing if necessary. You must reach SCP-2000 by any means necessary, and as quickly as possible. SCP-2000 is a facility which may be used to save the human race from the ongoing series of disasters. SCP-2000 can clone an entire human population and has the resources within to rebuild the physical components of human civilization. It has copies of notable cultural items. In short, it can restart the world. The current anomalously caused natural disasters affecting the Earth are expected to terminate the human race, but after 1 year they will halt and the Earth will become habitable once again. After that time SCP-2000 will activate and restart human civilization. You must reach SCP-2000 and prime it for activation. Several other sleeper agents have been activated for this purpose as well. If you encounter any other SCP agents on your way to Yellowstone, you should recruit them to give you assistance. However, be aware that you will not receive coordinated assistance from the wider Foundation at this time. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Good luck and Godspeed. Secure, contain, protect. The following message is from the SCP Foundation, an international group which has been committed to your safety and security for over 100 years. It has been confirmed as genuine by national governments across the world. This message has been composed by consensus of the O5 Council, who represent the SCP Foundation. For those who are not aware of our existence, the SCP Foundation is a secret organization dedicated to the containment and study of anomalous phenomena, including unusual creatures, events, items and other assorted phenomena. The SCP Foundation has upheld its mission statement of securing, containing, and protecting for over 100 years. Over the last 2 hours, flowers have bloomed across approximately 90% of the viable land surface of the planet. The weather has cleared globally, and air pollution has significantly decreased. Human inclinations towards violence have also decreased substantially. These signs indicate that the end of the world is imminent. Evidence collected from other universes demonstrates that the cessation of all life on Earth will occur exactly 24 hours after the blooming of flowers in this manner, meaning that life on Earth will end at noon tomorrow. The SCP Foundation urges the population to remain calm, though there is reason to believe that the anomalous nature of the blooming flowers will keep humans globally calm and disinclined from violence. It has been an honor to be of service to humanity. To all Foundation employees and our allies across the world, such as the Global Occult Coalition, Unusual Incidents Unit, and Horizon Initiative, we have had our differences, but it was a pleasure to fight alongside you. We have secured, contained, and protected. Goodbye and thank you.
Bye. I hate the O5 Council.
Get in here and help. Understand how we get in here and help. I thought you died.
Oh wow, live action. Is this the bodies in the water one? Maybe. I don't know.
Don't you recognize us? You get in here and help. Understand how we get in here and help. I thought you died. Put yourself together.
Okay.
Please pay close attention to this alert. It is from the SCP Foundation, an international group dedicated to your safety and security, and has been confirmed as genuine by your national government. All civilians be aware that a serious anomalous event is underway. As you have likely been made aware of by conventional news sources, the moon has cracked open and is releasing a substance to Earth. This substance has started to spread across the Earth, and has several notable qualities. The substance kills crops and other flora, kills animal life including humans, and contaminates water supplies. It is similar in physical nature to a spore, and therefore spreads quickly and easily through the air. Own enclosed hazardous environment suits are capable of preventing the effects of a substance. Due to these extremely negative properties, the SCP Foundation has designated the substance exuded from the moon as the Black Light. If you are in an area expected to be hit by a direct emission of black light from the moon, as marked on this map, you must evacuate immediately. Take only what you can pack within half an hour. If you are in an area already affected by the black light, you must not evacuate. You have likely already been affected by the black light, and will only spread it if you change locations. The SCP Foundation is working with national governments and other international organizations at this time to ensure that these instructions on evacuation are followed. If you are found attempting to leave an area afflicted with the black light, you will be immediately terminated. If you are found entering an area afflicted with the black light, you will be abandoned to die. Understand that these measures are being taken due to the extreme nature of the ongoing situation. Over 2 billion casualties are believed to have already occurred due to the Black Blight in the last 12 hours. Extreme steps must be taken to ensure that the human race has a chance of survival. Please cooperate with all instructions from the SCP Foundation and your local and national governments. Please also be aware that data networks across the world are experiencing a serious breakdown at this time. This includes the internet, government networks, and personal networks. Phrases related to the howling black moon are repeating frequently, and general data degradation is occurring. This is expected to make communication extremely difficult or impossible within 24 hours. This compounding factor means that loss of life is expected to be extreme within the next 24 to 48 hours. All civilians should follow the evacuation guidance outlined in this alert. Civilians should also stockpile preserved food, such as canned goods. Civilians should also make efforts to preserve any seeds for planting crops, if at all possible. The SCP Foundation is working with national governments to devise more permanent solutions for sheltering civilians from the Black Blight in the future. For now, take any available shelter, preferably underground. Thank you for your cooperation at this time. Secure. Contain. Protect. Containment breach. Emergency SOS alert. Emergency SOS alert. Please pay close attention to this alert. It concerns an ongoing anomalous security situation. Your intervention may be essential in ensuring the security of the Veil and in saving lives. If you are seeing this message, you are likely a member of a group of interest, such as the Global Occult Coalition or Horizon Initiative, allied to the SCP Foundation via the Triumvirate Agreement. A nearby Foundation site containing dangerous anomalies including a regenerating omnicidal lizard, a homicidal statue with super speed when unobserved, and a corrosive teleporting humanoid, is breached. The personnel within this site are either dead, affected by an anomaly previously contained within the site, or otherwise uncommunicative. You are the only hope for maintaining containment. Due to the hostile nature of the entities formerly contained within the site, it is essential that they be recontained or terminated before they can reach any environment populated by civilians. SCP Foundation backup is more than 2 hours away from reaching the site, so the Foundation requests that you terminate or recontain the anomalies which have escaped from the site before they reach civilization. We hope that our shared mission of protecting humanity will encourage you to do this. The Foundation will also be willing to offer compensation after the anomalies in question have been dealt with. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Secure. Contain. Protect.
I wonder after so long of like receiving these EASs, so like at what point you just kind of lose hope and you just don't care anymore. So I feel like if I'm sitting on my couch and I see one of these, I'm already
This
gonna give up.
message is from the Supernatural Committee
But we
of the
are on
Philippines.
probably our
This
200th
message is not a
episode.
hoax, and it is essential that you pay close
Bullets in the head at
attention.
this point.
It concerns your immediate safety and security, and the security of your
the
nation.
Philippines, that's new.
A large creature has emerged from the West Philippine Sea and is making its way towards Manila. This creature has been designated as KTE 0921, Sedasix Machina, Squid-Faced Behemoth, by the Global Occult Coalition, an international organization which the Supernatural Committee of the Philippines is a member of. This creature is hazardous to observe unprotected, causing those who witness it directly to experience visual and auditory hallucinations, or become extremely violent towards those around them. Civilians in Manila or the surrounding area should cover their windows and remain inside. The military forces of the Philippines are working alongside international organizations, such as the aforementioned Global Occult Coalition, and an organization named the SCP Foundation, to terminate the creature before it can reach the shore. jets, missiles, and artillery are being used for this mission, and any civilians in the West Philippine Sea should immediately evacuate to shore to avoid the squid-faced behemoth and the explosive weaponry being used by the forces engaging it. All civilians in Manila and the surrounding area must stay inside, in an underground shelter, if at all possible. Local authorities, military authorities, and members of the GOC and SCP Foundation will guide you to various underground shelters, such as underground railway stations and bunkers. You will be advised when it is safe to return to the surface, and you will be processed by members of the SCP Foundation when you do so. Please do not resist this processing, as it is done to ensure your safety and the safety of the international community. The Supernatural Committee of the Philippines, SCP Foundation, and Global Occult Coalition thank you for your cooperation at this time. Stay safe, stay inside, and do not look at the entity.
We have been completely wiped off the face of the earth like 20,000 times already by a million
National
different
Security
entities.
Alert.
Cordyceps
National
infections.
Security Alert. You must pay close attention to this message for your safety and security. The Food and Drug Administration, Department of Health and Human Service, Department of Defense, the Office of the White House, and several international organizations are making this announcement. These international organizations include several organizations which have, until now, been secretive. They include the Global Occult Coalition and the SCP Foundation. These organizations would like to make a collective security announcement regarding the outbreak of a new fungal disease, which has spread throughout the United States over the last 3 weeks. This disease has spread through infected crops from South and Central America, including wheat, corn, and soybean. If you have eaten any of these crops within the last 48 hours, you may be infected and not know.
I am
If
most
you believe
definitely
yourself
infected.
to be infected, stay in place. You may spread the infection and damage your community if you attempt to evacuate. Keep your community safe by staying in place. Early signs of the infection include spasmodic movements, heightened aggression, reduced inhibitions, violent inclinations, and loss of language skills. These stage 1 infected will attack uninfected persons. Preliminary evidence gathered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Global Occult Coalition's World Parahealth Organization suggests that infected can infect others through biting. Later signs of infection can be seen in stage 2 infected, who have severe facial scarring and fungal growths covering their bodies. Stage 2 infected demonstrate stealth tactics to attack and infect others.
I don't like that at all. That's gross.
Avoid all infected. They are universally aggressive and will even attack those they used to consider to be friends or family. The person they used to be should be considered deceased. If you are not infected, make your way to the nearest evacuation zone. You will be directed to these zones by SCP Foundation, GOC, Army, and National Guard personnel. Obey their instructions at all times. The SCP Foundation is an organization dedicated to the containment of threats, such as the infection currently facing the United States and the world. They are devising a containment solution for the fungus. This containment solution may involve other anomalies contained by this SCP Foundation, such as a panacea called SCP-500, a counter-infection based on SCP-008, or a separate fungal effect named SCP-059. The Global Occult Coalition is dedicated to destroying such threats. The GOC will work alongside the U.S. government to destroy significant infestations of infected and their fungal matter. The U.S. government is establishing refugee centers, which you will be directed to. Please pay close attention to radio or the internet to receive further alerts on the situation from the government. Thank you for your attention and cooperation.
What happens when you see him on a plane?
If you can see this alert, an aircraft has crashed near you, and you must follow the instructions within this alert to stay safe.
Talk about worst case scenario. My goodness.
This alert is from the Skyliner Corporate Planes Company. Unfortunately, one of our airliners has crashed nearby. Search and rescue personnel are on their way to recover survivors, but it is essential that you do not approach. The aircraft was carrying dangerous material, which may have been compromised by the crash. It will harm you if you get close. Stay inside, away from the crash site. Only leave your home when you receive another alert telling you it is safe. Thank you for your attention to this alert from the Skyliner Corporate Planes Company. Skyliner. Speed, safety, and smooth flights. This alert is for SCP Foundation personnel who are able to respond to emergency containment breach. SCP-096
I don't even know why you
has breached
guys keep a
containment
record,
and must
because
be
you're just gonna lose
recontained by
them
any available
every
forces.
time.
SCP-096 escaped containment 2 hours ago after it was triggered by an individual seeing an image of its face whilst on an airliner. SCP-096 breached containment, jumped, and brought down the plane. SCP-096 is believed to still be in the wreckage of a crash site. All operatives nearby must approach SCP-096 carefully, cover its face, and then take it back to the nearest site, Site 17. The town nearest to the crash site has been instructed to stay inside via standard cover story, B3, hazardous material, and should not interrupt the operation. Good luck. Secure. Contain. Protect.
I don't believe it.
This message is from Serious Contamination Prevention Limited, and concerns a dangerous disease breaking out in your area. This disease spreads through physical touch, or through contact with bodily fluids. As such, you should stay isolated inside. This disease can stay dormant for many years before showing external symptoms. As people in your area are now showing symptoms, they may have been infected a long time ago. You may have even been infected long ago without being aware, and it is therefore essential that you stay inside to avoid spreading the disease. The early symptoms of this disease include confusion, insomnia, lethargy, emotional detachment, and hearing a persistent ticking noise. Later symptoms may include a sharp tearing pain throughout the body, intermittently, over the course of several days to weeks. Outwardly, no symptoms appear. An infected individual appears healthy and unaffected by the disease in any way. Internally, various organs, bones, and other internal structures are slowly replaced by hardened and otherwise unusual structures. The exact nature of these structures is undergoing investigation, but if unchecked, the whole body is replaced by these unusual transformations. Full bodily transformation can result in an individual becoming irritable, emotionless, apathetic, and distant. If you believe yourself to be infected, please travel alone to a processing center set up outside your town or village. If you are unable to make this journey, please contact Serious Contamination Prevention Limited for a home visit. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Serious Contamination Prevention Limited. Please pay close attention to this message. All civilians are hereby instructed by your local government to stay away from the underground metro system. Do not enter any underground metro station. Do not get on any underground train. If you are currently underground in the metro system, leave now. A dangerous gas leak is spreading throughout the underground tunnel network, and if you stay below ground you will rapidly suffocate and die. Please also be aware that this gas leak can cause delirious states and hallucinations in those who breathe it. Individuals who emerge from underground in a panicked state should be given over to medical personnel. Thank you for your attention and cooperation at this time. We apologize for any disruption this may have caused to your journey. SCP staff in the metropolitan area must be aware. SCP-173 has escaped from containment transit and is loose in the underground metro system. For those who are unaware, SCP-173 is a murderous statue which can move extremely rapidly, though only while unobserved. SCP-173 has killed 13 civilians in the underground metro system and cannot be allowed to move freely overground. SCP Foundation agents must enter the underground network of tunnels and surround SCP-173 so that it may be detained. The tunnels have been evacuated of civilians under the cover story of a gas leak, and all trains have been cancelled.
I don't like that it goes back and
Good
forth,
luck, and
showing what the
move
public
quickly
sees and
to
showing what the
recontain this
SCP
anomaly.
agents see.
Secure. Contain. Protect.
Don't touch the sand.
Civilians in coastal regions must pay close attention to this alert. It is from your local health and safety authority and is for your safety and security. A dangerous microscopic organism has infested the sand of various coastal regions and other locations with high quantities of sand. This organism is indistinguishable from normal sand without the use of specialized equipment, such as an electron microscope. If at any point you are caught within this sand, the organisms will quickly swarm and consume you.
Okay, I wasn't expecting
The
that.
organisms release a numbing toxin, so you may not notice this consumption until it is too late. If caught, you will be consumed within 3 minutes, so you must stay away from the coast, as well as any other body of sand, no matter how small.
No more going
Be
golfing,
especially sure to
old
keep
white
small
man.
children away from sand pits, as they are unlikely to understand the danger. Thank you
know
for
what?
your
Never
attention
mind.
and
You guys go
cooperation. Please
You
stay
deserve a
safe.
break. You work hard. Mass containment breach. Who wants to be 1,000 air?
Please pay close attention.
December 12th, 1965.
All civilians be advised. A security situation is developing which affects the entirety of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. All civilians are ordered to stay inside by the authority of the Westminster Government and the devolved governments of Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. If possible, enter a basement, underground train station, bunker, or other underground shelter. You are more likely to be safe in these locations. It may be some time before it is safe to leave these shelters, so take food, drink, and other supplies with you to ensure your long-term survival. Members of the police and armed forces will be outside to guide you towards public shelters and safe areas. Please cooperate with the instructions of these personnel. Please also cooperate with the instructions of any personnel wearing this symbol. They are part of an international organization dedicated to your safety. The nature of the ongoing security situation is classified, but be assured that the government, armed forces, and international organizations will have the situation under control soon. When it is safe for you to emerge from your shelter and resume normal activity, you will be made aware by government personnel or by radio announcement. Thank you for your attention to this message and your cooperation at this stressful time. Please proceed to a suitable shelter for your safety.
I saw it. A little old school, 1965. Computer virus.
Please pay attention. Please pay attention. All members of the public who can see this message must pay close attention. This alert is for your safety and security. It is from the Sideline Computer Products Corporation. A computer virus has been spread to personal computers around the country. This virus generates a link to an image, which is extremely hazardous to view. The image in question can cause those who view it to have serious seizures, even in individuals who are not normally sensitive to seizures.
Damn.
These seizures are extremely hazardous and can lead to death, so the safest course of action is to not turn on your computer for the foreseeable future. Turning on your computer to attempt to fix this virus is not worth the risk. Please keep your computer turned off and wait for further instructions. You will be updated on the situation when Sideline Computer Products technical teams have devised a solution. Please keep your attention on this device. Thank you for paying attention to this alert. Remember, do not turn on your computer. This alert is an emergency security announcement. Do not dismiss this message under any circumstances. You must pay close attention. All Foundation staff be advised that SCP-096 has reached containment. A computer virus of unknown origin has spread images of SCP-096 across personal computers around the country. SCP-096 is rapidly making its way across the country, terminating any individual who has seen its face. Covert messages have been sent to civilians across the country claiming that the computer virus will expose them to a seizure-inducing image. This will hopefully limit the number of individuals exposed to SCP-096. Civilians who have been exposed to an image of SCP-096 must be located and removed from urban and other inhabited environments. If they are isolated, then SCP-096 will terminate only them, and not any other individuals surrounding them. This will limit casualties. If the situation deteriorates, some members of the public may be informed of the true nature of SCP-096 to encourage evacuation. It is estimated that over 12,000 civilians have been exposed to SCP-096, and these individuals must all be located and isolated. The SCP Foundation is working alongside the GOC and conventional law enforcement agencies to achieve this difficult goal. The Global Occult Coalition is also assisting the Foundation with emergency termination efforts against SCP-096. Please report to your site director or task force commander for instructions on assisting with this developing crisis. Thank you for your attention and cooperation at this time. Secure. Contain. Protect.
Nice. Well, we are going to call it there for the day. We've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. And, well, I just don't feel like streaming anymore. So, I'm going to call it right there. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I enjoyed it too. Just so much EAS you can take in one live. But we still have a bunch more videos to go. I think we have, where are we at? A little over 100, about 108 videos to go. So, should be another live out of that. But either way, hope you enjoyed. Hope you liked some of these. I am going to head out. I will be spending the next 5 days with my wife since she'll be off. So, I don't know if I'll stream. But more than likely, I will be back streaming on the 3rd of September. I'll get a live scheduled eventually within the next couple of days. But either way, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed. Bye, Attila. Bye, Andre. Bye, friends.